Hello, we are back. Statman Dave in the building, and today we are watching Germany versus Sweden. We've had a little bit of a break from Statman Dave Live because I had to go down to Cornwall for my sister's wedding. Congratulations, Lee and Sophie. You guys rock. Also, old friends that I saw there and new friends that I made. You guys are all amazing. But anyway, let's get into the teams because we're a little bit late for the stream today. We've had some technical issues in the background. Stephen Nelson turning off a plug socket by accident. We're going to have words later, Stephen. But anyway, it's stats time. It's time to look at the teams. So first up, of course, we have the German team. They're changing some things up. Mesut Ozil has been dropped. He was awful in the opening game for me. He was moved into a deep position next to Toni Kroos from around the 61st minute and was just absolutely atrocious in a deeper role. For me, if you're going to take him out the side, Germany are going to look a lot better. And the guy that's come in, of course, is Rudi, ex-Hoffenheim, ex-Julian Nagelsmann, sort of superstar that went to Bayern Munich and didn't really play much. But the big thing there is you finally got a guy that can be a deep-line playmaker. Of course, the best football that Toni Kroos plays is higher up the pitch. You think of for Real Madrid, it's in a three-man midfield, Casemiro behind, Kroos next to Modric. And that allows him to play a little bit higher up the pitch. It also allows him to drift into areas and have someone covering in, of course, Casemiro. That is going to be Rudi's job right now. Of course, Timo Werner retains his place in the side after looking dangerous in the first sort of 5 to 10 minutes and then kind of drifting out of the game because Germany just stopped playing through balls to him. But anyway, back to front, we've got Manuel Neuer in goal. Joshua Kimmich stays in the side. Rudiger comes in for Mats Hummels, who is, I do believe, injured at the moment. Boateng starts again after a fantastic performance. For me, the only German that really turned up, how he was driving out with the ball from the back, he looked really, really good. And there's rumours that he will be leaving Bayern Munich in the summer. The likes of Man United, Man City have been linked with him. And again, a very exciting player for either of those clubs, a fantastic ball player. The only problem, of course, is the injuries, but has been fit for a little bit of time now. Of course, Jonas Hector comes in at left back. God knows why he didn't start the first game. One of the best sort of attacking left backs in world football for me. Just a wonderful player both going forward and in a defensive manner. Of course, what we mentioned before, Rudi partners Toni Kroos in the double pivot. The three behind Timo Werner, Muller, Draxler and Marco Reus. On to Sweden, of course, they're setting up in the traditional Scandinavian 4-4-2. Yes, it's become a bit of a tradition. We've seen Iceland play that place, of course not Scandinavian, but I kind of group them with the style of football together. But Finland, Denmark all sort of play structured football. The key guy for there, of course, is Emil Forsberg on the left wing. Expect him to be the guy, and we see Victor Lindelöf in the centre of the defence for the first time in this tournament. And again, it's going to be an interesting sort of battle. It will be defence versus attack. We have Germany versus Sweden kicking off in approximately about 10 seconds. And again, this is big for the Germans. We've just seen the result. They've just kicked off there. We're on the first second, third, fourth, fifth. We're just trying to get the counter all organised so you guys have got the score in the top of the screen. Make sure, of course, to subscribe if you're new to me, Statman Dave, and like that goddamn video. 750 likes and we'll be giving away a Nigeria shirt. But the game has been kicked off. If Sweden win this game, Germany will be out of the World Cup. With the likes of Argentina looking like they're going to be dumped out as well. This could be a massive, massive surprise. Of course, the two finalists from 2014. But as we sort of mentioned in that first game, they were not good enough, Germany. They need to improve their passing in midfield and their build-up. Of course, at the start of the game, we've already seen Jerome Boateng stepping out and switching the play. That's what I'd like to see here. And again, Germany dominating in the final third. Again, I'd like the stream to come back. That'd be great. Cheers, guys. Thank you. So Germany in the final third here, looking to control possession. It's going to be like this for the whole game. Thomas Muller, left wing, crossing to the box, overhit. Goes out for a Sweden throw-in. Again, going back to that sort of other game, the Mexico game, let's talk a little bit about that and how Germany really struggled to break down the Mexicans, who have been pretty good in the World Cup so far, of course. 2 wins out of 2. Looking like a really good team. I just need to remember what day that game was on. There we go, Germany versus Mexico. Again, the stats are by StatZone. Powered by StatZone, this stream, so go and jump into the link in the description below. Go and give it a download, because StatZone is absolutely sick. So, in terms of that game, Germany really dominating the football, and finishing up with 66% possession. But the problem in that game is they really lacked someone to thread balls from deep midfield, and they had no balance. Again, the lineup was very different. Both Khedira and Ozil have been dropped today. They both really didn't play very well for me. Khedira was supposed to be holding, was playing more of a box-to-box role, not really what you want, and Joachim getting it completely wrong. Of course, Kroos is a player that wants to play a little bit higher at the pitch, sort of be an advanced playmaker, play in the opposition's half with the football. Khedira was completely vacating that space. Mexico go 1 up. A fantastic break, a fantastic counter-attack. Of course, Lozano finishing that off, a player that's starting to get some real plaudits. Got an assist today, but we'll probably chat about that a bit later on. But again, the goal that he scored was fantastic. A brilliant counter-attack from back to front. Guardado intercepting in the middle. Lovely 1-2 from Vela. Then, of course, Hernandez plays Lozano through, and he puts the ball in the back of the net after completely selling Joshua Kimmich down an absolute hole. But the problem after that was, how did Germany get back in the game? And it sort of fell to Mesut Ozil, who was moved from central midfield a lot deeper. And the problem for me that game, what I sort of tweeted about before, was how poor he was in sort of defensive midfield in terms of breaking lines. We moved it to when he moved to defensive midfield around the 62nd minute. Let's just do that again. And you can see how flat his passing is. No through balls into the penalty area, no real passes that are going to break lines. It was just absolutely awful. But here we have Germany. Timo Werner chesting it down. Volley coming in from Jonas Hector. Well defended by Sweden. It's going to be a backs against the wall performance for Sweden, which is going to be interesting. We all want to see what, of course, Victor Lindelöf can do playing against the best players in the world. There's a lot of hope and promise with Victor Lindelöf's performances for Manchester United last season. The thing that I think he needs to do better at is defending, aerial balls in the box, but in terms of his aggression, when winning the ball back on the floor, when he's, his passing has been so good. And I think it would be nice to see him playing against someone like Timo Werner, like Muller, like Marco Reus, players that can really drift around and find pockets of space. It's going to be a difficult day for, of course, the Manchester United centre-half. But back to the Mexico game, Ozil sitting deep in midfield, absolutely awful, not breaking any lines, and that was really the problem. Again, completed 30 out of his 34 passes, but in terrible areas, sideways passes, and just not good enough. And I think that's the big thing with Germany today. Again, changing their midfield up, completely going outside the box in a way. I didn't think Joachim Low would go to this, but what he's of course gone with is a double pivot of Rudy and the main man Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos needs to have a better game than he did, obviously, in the last tie. So that's going to be one of the challenges for this German side. Is getting the ball down and sort of looking for those balls and those options in between the lines. But again, guys, we are nearly 5 minutes into the game. Keep getting into the comments. I'll be jumping in there in about 2 seconds. But guys, how have you been enjoying the World Cup so far? Has it been good? Have you had a lot of fun? And again, cheers. Germany breaking down the left-hand side. It looks like a very fluid three in a way, with Muller maybe roaming on the left at the moment, Draxler in the middle, and Reus on the right. I imagine that's going to be very, very fluid with Timo Werner. Guys, keep getting into the comments straight away. First up, we've got question in. Hey Dave, do you think Boateng to Liverpool is just rumours or not? I think Boateng's going to move. To who? I don't know. I think there could be a lot of Premier League teams interested. Of course, if Boateng did go to Liverpool, it would be a massive, massive upgrade on Dejan Lovren. Dejan Lovren, of course, performing well this season. We can't take that away from him. Still some slight tactical issues. The long balls over his head to Edin Dzeko in the semi-final. It's still there. And again, there's still things that he needs to develop in his game. Maybe could have been a bit more touch tight, or dealing with the likes of Gareth Bale and co in the Champions League final. But it'd be a great move there. Thoughts on Argentina? We'll chat about Argentina a little bit later. We're going to do a little bit of analysis on Argentina through the game. Germany are well up for this. Great start so far. That's a comment coming from Ash. Shout out to Ash. Dom also coming in. Germany are a tad up for this game. Let's get this party started. Correct, Ali. That's exactly what we're going to be doing, guys. Getting the party started straight away, guys. In a way, yeah. Sup, Statman? Yeah, I'm good, man. I've a little bit sunburnt, as you can tell. Bit of sunburn there, of course, being down in Cornwall. Me being from Manchester, can't really deal with those types of sort of conditions. Hala Madrid, is Kroos the second best central midfielder after Modric in the world, Dave? I think Kroos is number 1 for me, Modric number 2, but again, both players are fantastic. Here we have Sweden through some pretty poor defending. Emil Forsberg nearly sort of slamming his way through the defence, but again, some decent defending from Germany. That is going to be the issue. Germany look a little bit sort of open to the counter attack they did against Mexico, and maybe they haven't solved their problems. Again, a little bit exposed there, and it could be an issue if they have those situations where the opposition have either man for man, 3v3, or an advantage of 3v2. That's where you're going to see Germany getting done. Again, the goal that Mexico scored, Boateng was isolated against Javier Hernandez, and that was a big problem for the Germans. But again, a semi-good start. That was the first little bit of danger after about 6 minutes, so that is the issue. Ball into the channel. That's what I want to see more of. Timo Werner's really good at finding balls into the channel. Pacey, good on the wing, very comfortable on either flank, as we mentioned in the last Germany stream. Taking his game against Besiktas. Very good at being on the left, being on the right, and so forth. And again, we're probably going to talk about Nagelsmann taking over at RB Leipzig. That's my favourite manager in world football, with one of my favourite teams in world football at the moment because of their style combining. Very exciting stuff over in, of course, the east side of Germany. But again, guys, keep getting into the comments, keep liking the video. We're only on 26 likes. Again, let's getting that up, pumping that sort of volume up, guys. Keep getting it down. Apparently, Reus may have missed a sitter whilst I was doing my analysis. Apologies, guys. Just trying to be doing analysis. And again, we've just had a bit of movement in behind from Julian Draxler, getting to the byline. That was another thing that Julian Draxler didn't do enough. Far too much time spent in the central area in number 10, when, for me, for his best football he's played for Germany, is when he's been in a wide area. But getting a good ball across the area, you know, if he keeps getting wide, keeps getting that, the likes of Reus, the likes of course, Thomas Muller and Timo Werner, going to be goals galore. But it's been a good start from Germany. Apart from this counter-attack, a lovely little bit of tactical play there from Thomas Muller, just getting a replay of the break, lovely tug back. Werner absolutely livid, but Thomas Muller, gamesmanship, movement, what a player he is. Been a great World Cup so far, guys. Again, keep liking that video, keep getting it pumped up. We're not even on 100 likes. Come on, we've got to sort that stuff out, guys. We've got a name that I can't read out, but what would you say? Who'd be better in their prime? Nedved or Luka Modric? For me, Luka Modric. Paolo Nedved was a fantastic player, but I think Modric has been in his prime for so long right now. You think the 3 back-to-back Champions League for Real Madrid, and again was carrying Spurs. There's an interesting interview coming out this week. I can't remember who it was. Someone said in the media, ex-United player. I think it could have been... I can't remember who it was, but it basically saying that Ferguson was looking for... Oh, it was Jamie Redknapp. We've got Germany in here. Werner in behind. Good defending there. Oh, sorry, it was Marco Reus in behind. Across the ball, ball across the edge of the area, or the edge of the 6-yard area. And Reus Werner nearly getting in there. Brilliant ball in there from Joshua Kimmich. Playmaking from right back. Now, I like that movement from Reus. That's what Germany really lacked, was someone running in behind and stretching people. But some good play from Victor Lindelöf, defending that near post. But going back to the Luka Modric thing, Redknapp said today, I do believe that Ferguson rang his dad after the final that United got to against Barca in 2011, said, look, he wants to build his next great United team around, of course, Luka Modric. It would have been great for United, again, him moving to Real Madrid instead. And, you know, it was a decision Luka Modric made, and it's obviously paid dividends in his career, but it would have been fantastic at United. Very Paul Scholes-esque, Luka Modric is for me. He switches the play well. Lovely agility when he's, moving the ball and when he's dealing with those sort of situations of pressure deep in midfield. Lovely, lovely little player. And his goal for Croatia was absolutely sick, guys. Great goal. Great game that was. Unbelievable. In my opinion, Sane greater than Draxler. Again, Sane may have been a better option, more of a natural width on that left wing. You've got to sort of, read the comments about Joachim Low not liking him, but we've seen Joachim Low make some terrible tactical decisions so far in the World Cup. Maybe that was a bad thing, but yeah, I kind of agree there. What do you make of this team sheet leak fiasco? That's from Dom coming in. Yeah, it's pretty mad. Of course, the Bild German paper getting some information about about Ozil and Khedira getting dropped early doors. Again, giving Sweden a little bit more information, who's going to play and so forth. So not great, and a bit of a problem. Is there a bit of disharmony in the camp, maybe? But Germany need to step up. They weren't good enough in the first game. You can blame Joachim Low for not playing a defensive midfielder, but they weren't good enough on the ball, off the ball. Collectively as a team were very, very poor. Mats Hummels had a very bad game for his standards. Next to Jerome Boateng, of course, a few times he looked to bring the ball out and lost it in a real dangerous area. But yeah, keep getting the comments in, guys. Keep liking that goddamn video. All the good stuff that we want to see. Who do you think is going to win this? I think it's going to be a Germany win. I think they're going to be too good. I think with Rudy in midfield, I think that's going to change their possession play. Rudy again, I love him, fantastic player. Bit of a mistake for me going to Bayern. I think he should have maybe stayed at Hoffenheim. An interesting one. You've got to go to Bayern when they come calling, but it just didn't really. They had so many central midfielders in there. Difficult for him to get in the side this season, and it's just, I'd love to see him just play a bit more. But let's have a look at the stats, early doors, Stat Zone. The link for the app in the description below. We are currently 10 minutes in on Stat Zone. We're 10, 51, 52, 53 on my stream. We just have Toni Kroos deep in midfield, looking to spread it out to Jerome Boateng. I like giving him an angle to play into midfield. Ball forward to Joshua Kimmich in a right wing position. Can he get a crossing? Low cross into the box here. Touch from Timo Werner. That's nice. Bit of variation. Thought Timo Werner's cross. It's not Timo Werner. Sorry. I thought Kimmich's crossing wasn't great in the opening game. Too many of the same type of ball. Trying to hang it up instead of. I want to see a little bit more low balls to Timo Werner. Very, very good in that situation. If you're playing with a small striker, always good to look for cutbacks and look to hit the near post or so forth to sort of open those angles. But here we have Germany, far Jonas Hector getting the ball into the box again under the low cross. Maybe this is something that we'll see that will go frequently through the game. But I would say against someone like Lindelöf, hang it up. because again, you can get some good joy doing that. He's quite good when the ball's on the deck. We have Timo Werner on the right wing, as we'll see a lot frequently. Who's going to take in the striking position? I think that's again going to help Germany. They've got two players that are both very good off the ball, Marco Reus and Werner, Reus and Muller, that if Werner does drop wide, there'll be someone that will fill that up. Uh-oh, we have an opportunity here. Forsberg, clean for one goal. Jerome Boateng getting that. Can he finish? Great challenge there from Jerome Boateng. Brilliant pace, brilliant tackle getting across. But that is a bit of an issue for Germany there. Again, getting caught out when they're building up possession. No, in fact, sorry, it was Rudiger coming in there. Brilliant pace from Rudiger. Great ability to get back. I mean, I think we've seen that for Chelsea, but Germany so sloppy so far in their own half. That's the second time. They keep doing this. They ain't going to get any further in the World Cup. Absolutely rubbish. Germany on the attack again though. Sweden with the clearance. I think we're going to see attack versus defence a lot in this game. But anyway, going back to the passing from Germany here. Guys, I don't think we've seen enough of Rudy so far. 7 out of 7. That's what you're going to get with him. Looking to probably combine with Toni Kroos. Let's see who's playing to. I imagine he'll be playing to Toni Kroos a lot. I'd like to see him be a bit more on the ball and playing forward and so forth. So far he's playing to Rudiger, playing to Boateng. Not really forward. I want to see a little bit more forward passes from Rudy so far. What he used to do at Hoffenheim was hit the likes of Demir by in between the lines, Amir in between the lines, the likes of Kramaric as well. So it's one of these things where I'd like to see a little bit more from Rudy, looking to play the safe pass at the moment. Let's get some more passes. But again, Marcus Bird, no, it was Jerome Boateng who came back. I thought it was, he didn't actually get the ball there. A little bit was that. It's obviously not being reviewed by VAR. Did he get the ball there? That kind of looks like a brilliant save though by Manuel Neuer. Manuel Neuer and David De Gea, the two best goalkeepers 1v1 in world football. Neuer as well, so good at making himself big. Berg losing his mind there. Big opportunity there for Sweden. Big opportunity. What do you think in the comments, guys? What do you think of the game so far? Getting down. Probably should have been a pen to Denmark, coming in from, of course, the main man Dom. But quickly, let's just relax a second. Just a little bit of chat, guys. Bit of chat getting in there. Keep getting into the comments, guys. This German team is vulnerable to pace. Mexico's goal showed that last week. Kroos need to be paired with a faster midfielder, i.e. Goretzka. Fair point. With me, Goretzka's quite an interesting one where, you're looking at a situation where he's more of a goal-scoring midfielder in a way right now. Cam, we just need to flip the screen back on, mate. We've lost the stream right now, buddy. There you go. Beautiful. Again, Germany looking to defend. Jonas Hector getting the ball out there. Maybe an option could be Jonas Hector playing central midfield. He's done that for Cologne before and actually looked quite good. More of a destroyer. Again, be good on the ball. It's just a big issue. Again, the last game when we were chatting about the last game that Germany played, of course, against Mexico, the big thing that kept mentioning was you've got to play a three-man midfield to control the tempo of a game. We see the teams that dominate world football playing a three-man midfield. Real Madrid, a great example of that against Liverpool. Again, Liverpool, three-man midfield. And I think Germany, with this double-man pivot, it just gives you too much space in a way and not enough angles to get to the four attackers, obviously. It's just been an issue. Their build-up's been very poor. And again, we've seen the space already for them, both in between the lines and looking behind. Here we have, though, Timo Werner down the right wing. Thomas Muller and Marco Reus centrally here. Muller moving the ball out. No, sorry, Julian Draxler moving the ball out here into central midfield. Kroos. They're a little bit slow on the ball, aren't they, at the moment, Germany? They're not like they're getting sort of these counter-attacking opportunities and they keep coming back on themselves. Just like to see them to be a little bit more ruthless when they're in that final third, because as soon as they wait, the two banks of fours for Sweden are just getting back into shape, and it's becoming a bit of an issue. Again, when you're looking at a sort of a 4-4-2 and how you want to break this down and how you want to get over, get around a 4-4-2, is you want to be creating those situations where you can get behind the two central midfielders. Sebastian Larsson, not known for his great defensive work. And that's a big thing. If you can play behind Sebastian Larsson, maybe inside left channel, when you've broke. Germany broke down the right there with Werner. Could have moved it a bit quick, essentially. They did play it to Draxler. Then he came back. Just need to be a bit more cutthroat. Go back to sort of the Germany of 2010 that was so good on the counter-attack with, obviously, when Thomas Muller was coming through, Miroslav Klose, Ozil. That was a really good counter-attacking side. Again, Germany moving away from that in the World Cup. They won a bit more possession-based. Playing Muller as a false nine in a few games, but also playing a three-man midfield Timo Werner, unfortunately, running the ball out of play. It's just not got going yet for the RB Leipzig striker. And I'd like to see him a little bit more central, maybe getting into goal-scoring positions more than pulling wide and so forth. I do like when he runs in behind, but I like when he pulls centre-halves in and so forth. Just another replay of that challenge from Boateng. An old-school centre-half challenge where he's just got his body in there, but it does look a bit like a foul. He's not touched the ball at all, and maybe it should be a penalty. We've seen, how many penalties we've seen? 14 so far in the World Cup. Another one in, of course, the Mexico game before. And it's been penalties galore in the World Cup of 2018 so far. That's a lovely bit of water. Is everyone's sound okay? The sound is okay, guys. Just keep getting down there. We're getting some comments in. Calamity Jones, penalty. Penalty, wow, oh my God. Yeah, gotta believe that, guys, a penalty. Please answer me this, Dave. Who is the second best central midfielder in the world after Modric? It's Kroos or KDB. Well, for me, Kroos is number one, and then I think you've got to have Casemiro in there. Modric should in there. Maybe central midfield. We'll take Kroos out. Kroos is probably the best DM in world football, but I'd go Kroos, Modric. And then I think KDB's got to be in there. You know, wonderful season for Manchester City. I love this, you know, the way that he's evolved his game under Guardiola. You know, when he was at, when he was at Wolfsburg, a really good attacking midfielder. I think it's taken him a little bit of time to get used to Guardiola's methodology and so forth into central midfield, but they really sort of got it towards the back end of the season when City were just hammering teams in a way with him and Silva operating in between the lines. The big thing in football now is what you want to do. You want to have a DM. And you want to have two central midfielders that play quite high, whether you're playing a 3-6-1 or you're playing a 4-3-3. They're the two best systems for me right now, or a 4-4-2 diamond. Of course, that three-man midfield is so crucial. With Germany, left-hand side, what can they do? Can they open up this sort of deep Swedish defence? Cleared out again by number 4 from Sweden, Fisht, who scored the penalty in that opening game. Not good enough from Germany, though, so far. Offside called Sweden, free kick. There's my comments on the 4. Ash H96. Thiago is up there for me, always one of my favourite players. Shame he's had a massive injury. Yeah, Thiago. Whenever Bayern have looked good in the last few seasons in the Champions League, Thiago's been the main man, controlling everything. Think of when he sort of plays with a DM next to him and you've got a band of 3 behind Lewandowski. Looks really good, but the problem every single time for Thiago is getting injured, and you can't consistently build a team around a playmaker that's in and out of the side. So important for your playmaker to play week in, week out. Why Rudy was so good at Hoffenheim week in, week out. Why his form's dropped a little bit because he's not playing week in, week out for Bayern Munich. Again, you may see him brought in by Niko Kovac, of course, has taken over there. That's going to be exciting. The Bundesliga next season is going to be mad. Of course, Nagelsmann joining RB Leipzig as of next season. It's a big sort of move. Again, Hasan Huntelaar leaving RB Leipzig. The big thing there is Ralf Rangnick, the director of football. He's the guy that's brought in the likes of Timo Werner, the likes of Emil Forsberg, the likes of Naby Keita. The structure over in Leipzig is very different to the structure that we have in Premier League clubs, of course. Premier League clubs have a manager who usually oversees everything. Leipzig use the European model where you have a director of football that deals with the signings, the philosophy of the club, where they want to go in terms of tactics and so forth, that helps get the head coach. In a way, what's kind of moved on is it's like we have a cross here, Germany, can they get it out? Simple football from Sweden again, getting it wrong. But anyway, back to the chat. So in Europe, they have this director of football model and a first-team coach. It's a little bit like Man United that used to have the likes of Carlos Queiroz as a number 2 and, of course, Ferguson as a number 1. The comments going out in Carlos Queiroz in the media recently have been pretty bad. Carlos Queiroz, one of the best coaches of all time. Again, some pundits on ITV not really doing their name great in my personal opinion. Carlos Queiroz revolutionised Man United's side. But anyway, back to that. So Carlos Queiroz was the head coach. He dealt with first team training. Ferguson overlooked everything, being a little bit more involved in the dressing room versus, of course, Ralf Rangnick and Hasan Huntelaar at RB Leipzig. But again, the model is the head coach deals with the style of football, the coaching, all the first team things, and they just get the players in. Obviously, they speak, they work with the director of football, and they sign the players. But again, that could be quite good for Julian Nagelsmann, 30 years old, could do with the help. And again, the signings could be very important for him to, progress his football and so forth. But it's so exciting. Again, I'd love to see RB Leipzig play a back 3. We've seen them play this 4-4-2 for a while. It's been good. But, as Hoffenheim showed in the Bundesliga game when they won 4-0, you can exploit their press by switches of play, direct football, or even Gnabry looking to chip the keeper again. RB Leipzig play a sweeper keeper. Again, that's going to suit Nagelsmann. obviously with Oliver Baumann. It's that kind of thing. Here we have Thomas Muller in the penalty area, but some very good defending again from Sweden, winning the goal kick there. Who was that? That was, I think, the defensive midfielder coming back there and dealing with Thomas Muller. It's looked good so far from Sweden. They look comfortable. You know, when Germany have moved in behind, like some Muller or Marco Reus getting in there, it's been very, very good defending, you know, tracking their runners, top stuff. But yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see Nagelsmann with the likes of Timo Werner, with Emil Forsberg. That is so exciting. So exciting. Expect someone like Diego Demi as well to take a really good role there. Diego Demi, really like Gattuso. Again, if you need a destroying central midfielder, he'd be a perfect signing, but I'd be happy to see him at, of course, Leipzig players like Upamecano. Going to be one of the best centre-halves in world football under Nagelsmann. Nagelsmann's so good with centre-backs. I think Nicolas Schüller, turning him from a burger-loving centre-back to one of the best in Germany and arguably one of the best young players in the world. Upamecano may be one of the guys that really will take on a player that likes the ball at his feet. Again, Nagelsmann loves ball-playing centre-halves. They build with 3 DM, 2 centre-mids, attacking mid, 2 wing-backs and a striker. He likes a target man as well, so Yusuf Poulsen with Timo Werner, that's going to be a really nice sort of, you know, 2-man strike force, whether it is Werner a little bit deeper or with him. Very, very excited for the Bundesliga. Again, Niko Kovac, the new Bayern manager, Nagelsmann, the new RB Leipzig manager. And of course, my favourite manager in world football. These are all my favourite managers. It's mad. Lucien Favre taking over at Dortmund. But that's my thoughts on that, guys. Get your thoughts into the comments below. Currently, we're 22 minutes in, guys. Germany have been pressing. They've been having a lot of ball in the Swedish half. But Sweden, with a classic 4-4-2, defending really, really well so far. Germany need to keep working the ball, keep moving it around with the central midfield, with the likes of Jerome Boateng. Again, Boateng, a long switch out to Jonas Hector in advanced position. Loses the ball, though. We have a potential opportunity here. Nope. Toni Kroos in nice and quick. What can you do from the left-hand channel? Wins a corner. Want to see more from Kroos from corners as well. You know, we had that season with, I think it was Ramos. He assisted him a crazy amount of times, like 8 times in all competitions from set pieces, from corners. We need to see a bit more. Set pieces have become very, very important in international football. We've seen that so far. It was over 50% of the goals in the tournament have been scored from set pieces. Again, all the penalties, but we've seen a lot of corners, second phase corners and wide free kicks getting whipped in, and direct free kicks. All the good stuff. But here we have 23 minutes gone in Germany versus Sweden. Whipped into the box. Simple defending, though, by a near post Swedish defender. Heads it out, and Germany will recycle possession. See what they can do, though, because, again, the tempo, not quite right yet. A bit too slow in these sorts of areas near the halfway when they've got the ball, and it's just easy for the team to sort of penetrate. Again, what Nagelsmann's from Hoffenheim do really well is break the lines. We need to see more from that from Germany. Players coming off. Like we see there, here we have Timo Werner coming off, but they decide to go back on themselves. Rudiger in the ball, left-hand side of the pitch, and Kroos is back in cruise control. Pretty poor pass that. Again, here we have another counter-attack opportunity for Sweden. Boateng stepping in again at the right moment. A fantastic defender on the cover. We'd have an injury here for Germany, though. Looks pretty bad. Rudy looks like he's taken an elbow to the face. I don't want to see Rudy that high. Again, I don't want to see Rudy in those positions. I want to see Rudy next to Kroos. Is for a defensive midfielder in this system. Again, to counter is the issue that Germany are facing at the moment. Why is your double pivot so high? What are you doing, Joachim Low? Just got a boot to the face. He should be okay. He just got sliding in there, sliding in for the ball, misses it, and he gets a boot off Toivonen, right in his chops. That one's going to work, guys. Get some stats on that. Got some questions coming in. Ozil or Draxler? I'm going to go with Draxler at the moment. I think they're just more suited for what Germany are going with. We've got comments coming in. Ozil needed to be benched. That's that. Yep, completely agree. Nagelsmann's leaving in the summer of 2019. Is that correct, or is it this summer? I thought it was this summer. Well, 18, 19. At the end of next season. So that's even weirder, if that's true. Is that true? So it's not even this start of this season, it's next season. That is bonkers, guys. Sorry about that. So that is really, really weird if you think about that. So you're basically going to be at Leipzig for another year, and then you're going to move on. Crazy. The price. Dom saying the nose looks broke at AF. I'm not going to obviously repeat that, but yeah, boot to the face for Rudy. Hopefully it'll be okay. I've taken a few broken noses in my time playing rugby, a few elbows right into the nose. I can thank Rochdale Rugby and Football Club for those broken noses. Cheers, guys. You're a lovely composition for us. But again, the broken noses affecting him. And eventually I'll have a nose job, I reckon, as things go on. But guys, keep getting your questions in. What have you thought about the games over the last few seasons? Last few days in a way. Again, I've not been here to give you my thoughts on that because I've been at my sister's wedding. Should Germany give Sweden more of the ball? Yeah, potentially. You know, working those counter-press opportunities. That is German football for me. At the moment, though, Germany are down to 9 men, with Rudy going off with a broken nose. Again, lovely stuff in the comments getting in there. You said Timo Werner for Golden Boot, mate. I did, yes, but I also said Croatia are going to be the dark horses. Look where that's got us. I also said Argentina will start slowly, struggle through the group, and then hit some top form under Sao Paulo. They have struggled so far. Waiting for them to hit that top form. I think they will go through in the last game of their group, but they have not looked good so far. And with someone like, they've got to face Musa's Nigeria, who looks so good on the break in that 3-5-2 yesterday. That could be so dangerous. Again, Argentina getting cut open by Croatia. We'll chat about them in the second half, guys, so stay tuned to that. We also have a VT at half time about Manchester United's midfield and, of course, the left back for next season, how they should set up. Of course, Fred being announced this week. There's a little bit of time that I think they needed to get international clearance. Fred again not playing enough minutes, and they had to get special dispensation for the quality of the player. To get it, of course, you've got to play a high percentage of the games for your national team to get a license if you're outside the EU. God knows what's going to happen after Brexit with that. It's going to be absolutely crazy. We're going to have all sorts of problems. Guys, I've got some illegal stuff in the stream. We're going to just block that, hide that user from the channel, guys. Croatia are lit, great team. Would I prefer Busquets or Casemiro type holding midfielder in the modern day? I think it's different. I think if you want to play two playmakers in a three-man pivot, if you're going with two playmakers and a destroyer, I'd go Casemiro. You're thinking Real Madrid, Kroos, Modric, Casemiro works very well. Or even if you're thinking, having like Xavi and Iniesta in the same side, I prefer a destroyer. I think Busquets played a slightly different role to what he does right now when he played with those two. He kind of played as a not a destroyer, more of like an interceptor and a reader of the play, but didn't really get on the ball. Got the ball and gave it to the two other central midfielders, similar to what Casemiro does it a more aggressive manner. He's more of a tackler as a destroyer, more of a guy that's going to break put the tackles in and win the ball back that way. But of course, I'd like Casemiro more because I think his physicality and his aggression, and I like that sort of setup where your two central midfielders are a bit higher. But don't get me wrong, I love midfields that are broken up, like Barcelona, where you have that. The last great team they had, of course, with Iniesta and Rakitic and Busquets, that was good. But here we have a Swedish corner, ball comes in, cleared out by Germany. That is a risk for them, of course. A lot of tall lads in the Swedish team, and again, you've got some creative flair in the German side. Not going to be able to pick players up as well as they could do, dealing with that physicality. But again, back to that sort of point. So I think Busquets is really good if you want to start your attacks a bit deeper. If you want to have, maybe a deep line playmaker or a regista with, a box-to-box guy or a ball winner and, of course, a playmaker with that, then Busquets is the guy. So I think they're slightly different midfielders, both amazing in their own rights. They're the two best DMs in world football, but play slightly different. I wouldn't like to put them in the same bracket, but I would personally go with Casemiro over Busquets because I just like his bite. The other side. I think if you play Busquets, you've probably got to play one of the central midfielders that's a bit more aggressive in there just to balance out the side. Again, Rakitic doing that kind of role for Barcelona. We've seen him do so well for Croatia over the first two games in the World Cup. So good at controlling the tempo, and the goal he scored on the counter. Beautiful counter attack. But here we have Germany left-hand side. Potential 2v1 on the fullback with Germany wide in the left-hand side. Poor cross there, blocked. Want to see them getting the ball down. Want to see drilled crosses into the penalty area. Some cutbacks, a bit of variation. Not been good enough for Germany so far. Rakitic is the bomb. Rakitic or Verratti, interesting one. The interesting side there is with Rakitic, he's kind of been at a higher level than Verratti ever has. In a way, Verratti really good on his day, but we've seen PSG crumble, whereas you've seen real dogged determination from Rakitic. Being a playmaker at Sevilla, going to Barca, having to play a different role, tactically more diverse, I think, is the thing with Rakitic. Having to cover Lionel Messi in that 4-3-3, transitioning to a 4-4-2. Whereas Verratti, you've not seen that. You've just seen him play his own game and not develop. It's going to be really interesting, though, under Thomas Tuchel in terms of how that works and how he evolves the Verratti. Because, again, look at Julian Weigl, how he came. Substitution, Ilkay Gundogan coming on for Germany. If we had a bit of problem on the counter-attack for Germany, now we've got a real issue. Two sort of advanced playmakers playing together in central midfield. That is absolutely bonkers from, of course, Joachim Low. Who could we have brought on instead? Because that, for me, is a terrible change. Maybe even throwing Joshua Kimmich in there. Again, if we look at the German bench, let's have a look at that right now in terms of who we could have brought on So again, you look at the likes of Mats Hummels, injured. Ginter could have been one that you could have brought on. Again, Sami Khedira doesn't want to do that. Goretzka, Niklas Süle could have been a good option. There isn't that. That's the problem with this German squad. No true destroying central midfielder. And now he's just brought on Ilkay Gundogan, who played his best football for Borussia Dortmund next to Sebastian Kehl, a destructive ball-winning playmaker. There's going to be so many problems in between the lines. If Emil Forsberg get in between the lines, that is going to start to be a big issue so far. Let's have a look at what he's been doing so far, actually. Where Emil Forsberg, a player that I really do like. Let's look at his passes, see how he's popping up. I'd like to see him a bit more on the ball. Again, they're playing on the break. I'd like to see him. He's linking the play. A nice central pass there. Here we have. Oh my god. Oh my god. 1-0 Sweden. A counter-attack. Toivonen chipping Manuel Neuer. It's happening. Germany are going to be out the World Cup if this game stays the same. Holy crap. We were just talking about Sweden getting on the counter-attack, getting Emil Forsberg, and I think he's just slidden Toivonen through. Jesus. This is big, guys. This is absolutely massive. Germany, the current World Cup holders, could be out. We could be seeing a repeat of Spain last season. Again, a poor pass there from, I think it was Toni Kroos. Terrible pass. And again, the ball coming in, a lovely ball over the top, chest, chip over the keeper. What a great goal that is from Sweden. Winning it in a central area with the opponent's high. Brilliant goal that is. Manuel Neuer asking for the arm, not the arm. VAR, if they review that, we'll be seeing it's a brilliant chest for Toivonen. Doing it at the ripe age of 34 years old. What a game we've got now on. Can Germany come back into that? Get into the comments, guys. Can Germany get into back? Wow. Chipping Manuel Neuer. Oh my God, he chipped Neuer. That comes in from Wan White. What a goal from Luka. What a goal from the Jaguar. What a goal that was, guys. That was an unbelievable counter-attack. Beautiful football. We have got a game on our hands, guys. Go and get your popcorn. Go and get yourself a lager. Sit back and enjoy the next 60 minutes of Germany trying to break down Sweden to stay in the World Cup. Jesus crikey. Can't believe that. So it was Klaassen with the assist. Fantastic assist that was. What a pass. What a transition. Love my football when it's like that. Absolutely lovely football. Lovely stuff. Whew, I need to take a sip of water. That was just clinical. Mexico and Sweden going through. Korea, Germany out at the moment. The Swedish fans are absolutely going off. Jesus. Another ball over the top here. Germany looking so suspect. Toni Kroos. He's been the best central midfielder in world football for 3 seasons. He's having a stinker at the World Cup so far. That was atrocious. What a terrible pass. That's the second sort of time that he's tried to play that ball from sort of deep as left central midfielder and play it forward and try and get the other central midfielder a little bit higher up the pitch. The first time, of course, Rudy goes off with a broken nose because the pass is so poorly hit, and he's done it again. What is going on with this German side? They need to sort their absolute shizzle out. Maybe one thing, go to a back three. They're just not dealing with building up at all well. Joachim Low, he's had a terrible World Cup. It's always got to be Joachim Low. Terrible stuff. A lovely shirt over your left shoulder, Dave. This side, Stephen, which one are you saying? Oh, yeah, the Marcus Rashford. Stephen, that's signed, right, by Marcus Rashford? Signed and worn by Marcus Rashford. We love Marcus Rashford in this office. We support all the United players, but Marcus Rashford, Jess Lingard, top lads. That is absolutely beautiful. Cheers, Marcus. Good luck for the England game. I reckon Marcus Rashford will start against both, the next game against Panama and, of course, Belgium. But, guys, what is going on? Man like Stephen Elson in the comments. Go and subscribe to his channel. Top lad. And again, Meat Pie does return tomorrow, Steve. 9 o'clock tomorrow. Stephen Elson will be live with Meat Pie, so go and check that out. It's a great little show. A lot of fun on that. Sane is laughing. That's coming from Carlos. Sane is having an absolute corking time right now. It's coming home. Regan saying, of course, that is reference to England. It's coming home. Germany out. England still in the tournament. Wow. Never expected this for Germany. Me neither. I've never seen a team go from such high levels in world football to such low levels. What we saw it was Spain. They need a true defensive midfielder coming through in the ranks if they want to continue playing this style or convert someone there. I'd like to see Niklas Süle there if they're going to try anyone. Or even Mats Hummels, he's played there before. Maybe bring Mats Hummels on. That is the problem right now. Here we have Kimmich, a terrible over. All the good German players are playing rubbish. What is going on? I love the World Cup, mate. It's so good. The Swedish fans, though, they're having an absolute party. It's going to go off in Stockholm tonight. Stockholm's in Sweden? That's correct. Yeah? No? Yeah? Yeah? Just need to make that fight. No? Yeah, it's right. Sorry, guys. I've been on my lash for the last 3 days. Just give me a bit of time off. Been drinking a lot of booze. Again, but guys, make sure, of course, like that goddamn stream. We're on 66. Let's get to 100 before half-time. If we get to 750, we're giving away a Nigeria shirt. Come on, let's do it. Imagine if if Argentina are also out. That comes in from JPV. Wow. Kroos shouldn't be at DM. He leaves too much work for his partner to do. Yes, Max Fry is correct. If you play Kroos, you've got to have a DM behind you. You need a free-man midfield. Has Joachim never watched football before? Absolutely Muppet. Muppet? A Muppet? Jesus, this is going down. Yes, we're getting the confirmed party at IKEA tonight, guys. We're going to be there in Manchester, in Ashton. Going to have a party there, guys. So, we'll get down there. I'll bring the lagers. We'll have it off. Nobody has talked about Germany losing their title lives. 100 likes before half time, guys. Keep hitting that like button. Sweden here, though, operating. Oh, I thought they were going for the long throw. They have dropped it back, though. 2v1 out wide. Germany unorganised. Got to sling it in, lad. You got to sling it in. Near post. Decent defending there by Rudiger, I do believe. Simple, chipped clearance out wide. What is going on? Man, this is awful. So we've got some comments coming in from Jerome. People at it against De Gea, having a bad game against Ronaldo, whereby Neuer, the best keeper in the world, hasn't kept a clean sheet against two teams that are not even the top 10 in this year's FIFA rankings. That is big. Jaguar, Lahm is missed big time. No DM, no creativity in midfield. Lowe is past it. Big things here. They've got some Sane bants in there as well. Yeah, Leroy Sane, of course, have an absolute worldie right now. But Lahm, yeah, big miss. There's players in there. What's happened to Weigl and De Who? Both had pretty bad ends to the season. But Weigl, he's the DM you need. Again, Weigl, Khedira, Kroos, that works. Rudy, Khedira, Kroos, that works. Joachim Low, you are an idiot. Today's stream, sponsored by some sparkling mineral water. Shout out to sparkling mineral water. There's a lot of beef about sparkling mineral water in this office and people are hating on it. It's good. Marty agrees, it's good stuff. Producer Cam giving it a shake of the head. Keep that to yourself, bro. Conspiracy theory. Dave and Timo Werner were separated at birth. We are actually twins, FYI, guys. Shot comes in from Germany. Again. Chance. Oh, decent double save. Well, terrible first save from the Swedish keeper Olsen, but that was a big chance for Germany on the rebound to that shot. Got to hold that, lad. Got to hold those shots. What is going down? Could Belgium win it? They could. Could Kimmich be the DM they need? Yes, Kimmich could be the DM, but who have we got on the bench? Let's have a look at the bench for the right-hand side. Maybe you just go for it. Maybe we've got, Germany go for a free 6-1 shape, maybe. Get Muller on the right-hand side, Draxler on the left-hand side. You've just got to go for it now, Joachim Low, if you're listening. If you're watching, of course you're watching. In terms of natural fullbacks, there's no one really there. You're going to have to go with an attacking player. Could be Thomas Muller, though. He could be the option as a very attacking right wing-back, because Germany, they need to start doing some stuff. And again, maybe bringing on the likes of Nicholas Schuler. Got to get that platform. It's been so bad. A big chance for my mom, though. That was shot spilled. We are about 5 minutes away from half time, guys. Keep getting your comments in. I play Ginter at DM. There for Dortmund. Great season at Gladbach. I like Ginter, but maybe it's not quite. I don't know if he's as good, maybe. Fact from Regan, Southgate is the best manager out of the top nations. We'll see that when push comes to shove. The big thing with Southgate was, at half time, gave the wrong message to the lads. What should have been given was keep doing what you're doing. You guys are going to break them down. We're creating a really high quality of chance. But it seemed like I know the pressure seemed to be switched on in that second half, guys. Am I happy that we missed out on Fabinho for Fred? No, I'd like to see both of them Man United midfield, both very talented players. But Fred, fantastic player, but would have been perfect with Fabinho. Would have been nice together. Keep getting your comments in, guys. Sparkling water is just fizzy piss. No, it's nice stuff. It's the healthy option. It's the healthy fizzy drink, guys. You don't want to have all that sugar. Bad for your health. Hector has played in midfield. Maybe bring on this. Oh, here we have, though, Sweden pushing forward. Emil Forsberg in the final third here, faced up. Trying to get his turn? Nah, he runs the ball out of play. Absolutely terrible. But Hector could be the option in central midfield. Because there's a lot of options here that they've got. Guys, thoughts on Kovacic leaving? If he wants to leave, of course, there's a lot of teams he can go to. It'd be great at Manchester United, would be really good at Liverpool. I'd like to see him at Liverpool, that'd be quite cool. But fantastic signing for United, for Arsenal, you know, any of those guys. What he's evolved under Zinedine Zidane is, you know, he's now a very good defensive midfielder, very physical, very good at getting out of situations. A little bit Moussa Dembele-esque, in a way. Germany ball into the box, edge of the area, cleared again by Sebastian Larsson. Stephen Howson has just dabbed off camera. He has just dabbed off camera. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 witnesses there. Tweet at Stephen Howson, you are an idiot. But then give him a follow, because he's an alright guy. But that was mental. He's lost it. He's absolutely lost it. He's gone. He's gone. See you later, buddy. Carlos, how would I rank Jorginho, Fred and Fabinho? I think in defensive midfield first, in a three-man midfield, I'd go with Fabinho 1. I'd say maybe Jorginho 2 and Fred 3 in central midfield, where Fred will be playing for Manchester United. Fred 1, Jorginho 3, and of course Fabinho 2. I think what the problem with Jorginho is he's so suspect in the defensive sense. So suspect. It's going to be good if City sign him for United. It's going to be very, very good because, yes, he'll control the tempo, but in the bigger games where City have controlled the games and they've had the likes of Fernandinho snapping at people, watch Jorginho have an absolute nightmare. I've seen him do it against Juve. Dybala absolutely tore him a new one. Terrible, terrible stuff in a defensive situation. So that is going to be going down. What is going on? Shout out to James MUFC, buddy. Lovely stuff. Why is my face red? That comes in from Drone. Very, very sunburnt. I was in Cornwall yesterday, really hungover. I was on the beach. I fell asleep maybe 3 times. Every time I woke up, I was like, oh, my leg hurts a bit, or oh, my arm hurts a bit. And I just turned over. No suntan lotion. If you can see, this side of my face, really red. This side of my face, not really red. Just got sunburnt. Maybe we'll apply some after sun at half time, guys. But shout out to suntan lotion. Very, very important. I learned that lesson yesterday. That's why my face is hella red. Hella red. Question coming in. Kroos or Schweinsteiger in their prime? For me, Tony Kroos. Schweinsteiger, though, a really good player. Loved him under Louis van Gaal, actually. That's for me, the best Schweinsteiger. Loved that. But Germany, suppose he was good. 2010 World Cup, really good. Uh-oh, Sweden on the counter-attack. Emil Forsberg, left-hand side. Can he get the pass? Lovely ball. Oh, slightly overhit, but it's back post. Can he cut in? No, decent defending on the cover there. But a big chance again for Sweden on the break. Emil Forsberg nearly finding that pass. I love Emil Forsberg coming from the left wing, becoming that sort of wide playmaker. So many times he's done that for RB Leipzig and found the pass. But that was a big problem for Germany then. Just seemed to be so disorganised in possession. What annoys me is that's the trend at the moment, is to organise yourself in possession, and it just looks like Germany do not have a clue. It looks like, you know, I could be telling them better in terms of how to face up. Shout out to the sunglasses as well. Beautiful sunglasses. Really suited my blue suit. Matched the blue suit. Anyway, hashtag tangents. Get into the Ryan Hall. Sunburnt in Cornwall. Thought I'd never hear that. Yeah, beautiful weather in the Cornwall. Please give me a shout out. A shout out to Talam. Is that right? Talam? T-A-L-A-L? Yeah? Talam? Shout out to you, buddy. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching. Jaguar. Forsberg is tremendous. Lovely little player. FPL Productions. Muller has been rubbish. I agree. Not doing what he does best. Score goals at the World Cup and get assists. That's him. Last man. Jerome Boateng with a shot. Nearly catches out the Swedish keeper there. That was definitely a cross, but it came like a shot. Crazy shot. Weird stuff from Boateng. Luke coming in. How do I rate Naby Keita? Fantastic player. Seriously talented. How I'd liken him to? Paul Pogba. So good on the ball. So good at finding through balls. Suspect defensively slightly. You know, you can catch him behind in a 2-man pivot. Suits a 3-man midfield. But a very good player. Liverpool have got a cracking sign in there. You know, RB Leipzig didn't qualify for Champions League, if I'm right, yeah? So that is an issue that's going to be a bit cheaper. I think around 49 million. Bargain. Naby Keita, so good. Brilliant player. Capable of playing as well on the left-hand midfield, right-hand midfield as well. Just a great player. So good on the ball. What you see next season is him dancing around players. So good in the dribble. Really quick feet. Quite likes the, you know, the Andres Iniesta one, sort of left foot, right foot, open yourself up, round people, likes that. Bit of the Andres Iniesta skill. Boateng here, driving through. That's why Boateng's had to do so much so far for Germany, is because the central midfield has been so poor. Keep seeing Boateng high, advanced. He's good at doing that, don't get me wrong, but there's a real problem with that structure. Again, 2 banks of 4, nobody operating in between the lines, nobody dropping off now into the correct areas. Boateng looking to play through. Shout out to the police, top lads. That's who you're hearing now. Of course, doing their job. Again, I'm just doing the live stream. The police are doing much better work. Shout out to any policemen watching. You guys, absolutely legends. Germany seem to be hitting the right wing a lot. Do you think they need to switch up? Yeah, potentially. Again, there's not enough width in the final third for me so far. I want to see maybe Muller holding a wider position on the right, like he's done for Bayern this season, allowing Kimmich to make that inside inverted run. Again, there was a lot of good stuff that we saw from Bayern in the Champions League that was from that move. You know, Muller crossing from a wide position. It's going to be, like, half-time, Mario Gomez needs to come on and we can hit that goddamn button. Maybe bring on... We're already talking about substitutions. Absolutely crazy, but yeah. Let's get on Mario Gomez. Let's potentially get on Niklas Süle or even Mats Hummels. Go to a back three. Muller on the right back. Maybe Kimmich inside. It's just not looking good so far for Germany. That was another big chance. Marco Reus diving across to his right-hand side. A good save there. Coming in from whipped early ball in from Larsson. Header. That was a big chance, guys. Caught the end of that. But what a save, Manuel Neuer. What a save. It is half-time, guys. Germany losing 1-0 to Sweden. TOIVONEN with a brilliant chip. But, guys, we are going to go for the half-time VT. We're looking to Manchester United's potential solutions at left fullback and how their midfield three is going to obviously set up with the signing of Fred, Pogba, and of course Nemanja Matic. DJ, roll that VT. Are we on? Are we rolling? Oh God, it's not there. Well, Cam, you just set that out. I'll talk a little bit. It should be in the Statman Day file. The file is called See Something. But we'll do some halftime analysis then, guys. Hashtag halftime analysis. Hashtag production. Yeah, of course. Let's get the Stat Zone up. Of course, link in the description below for Stat Zone. Then I'll go for a little toilet break when we found that located the file. But again, 1-0. And what a break it was. Again, fantastic play from Sweden. Winning the ball high. I think what Sweden have done so well and what Germany what Germany have had a problem with is when teams transition. And again, the Mexico goal was very similar to this, where Mexico won the ball and broke really quickly, bypassed the German midfield in between the lines and goal time. You know, we do take the Sweden winning the ball back. Lovely through ball from Klaassen. And a brilliant finish from TOIVONEN, chipping the goalkeeper. But of course, if we look at the stats, it was dominant from Germany in this first half in terms of passes. Again, Boateng, so much ball. So much like switches of play. Like, I like this from a centre half. It's good, but they're just not doing enough with it when they get to that final third. Kroos had a terrible game for me. You know, that red pass there, we'll make that bigger. That was a red pass that lost him the ball. Again, he was trying to find his central midfielder, the DM, in the 4-2-3-1. He was trying to find Gundogan in a sort of an advanced position, trying to get a little bit of progression through the pitch, but lost the ball and the counter-attack was there. Tony, what are you doing, lad? Need someone near him. Again, Joshua Kimmich creating the most chances for Germany, but again, like cutbacks, you know, you don't want to see someone shooting from that area. You want to see Kimmich hitting the byline and getting the balls across. We need to see more. That's kind of not what you want to see. That is that Jerome Boateng's completed more passes in the attacking third than any other player on the pitch. You don't want to see that. That is becoming an issue for Germany. Maybe Mesut's going to be the solution here, getting someone that is going to be in those positions. Again, if we look at the players that you want on the ball, the likes of Marco Reus, only 12 passes in the final third. Nothing really penetrating there. Nothing from a central area. You know, playing the likes of the main man, Timo Werner, through. Similar with maybe Julian Draxler. Again, so square. Need a bit more balls in this team. Need some more balls. That is the problem right now. Not enough balls in central midfield. Make something happen. Do something. Excite me. Again, Muller getting into those sort of areas there, but still not finding the through ball. Too frustrating from Germany. Maybe I want to see some dribbles as well from, again, Julian Draxler. Not even attempted a dribble in the game so far. Absolutely rubbish. But the main man, Emil Forsberg, 2 out of 2 so far. Emil Forsberg, a very, very interesting player and really good coming off the line. And again, if Germany are still keeping themselves open, Forsberg will do you in that area. He's got the ability to spin you, to do you. But I kind of agree with the comments here coming in. No Ozil, no creativity. Ozil needs to be higher, needs to be further up the pitch. That's the big thing with Joachim, though. You know, if he was going to do anything, never play Ozil as a DM. But that is what they kind of lack at the moment. Someone to play the through ball. So frustrating. I haven't been this frustrated in football in a while. What app is that? Again, great sort of comment from Phil. It's StatZone. The link is in the description below. Yeah, great shout out to there. Do I love Lukaku? Yes, I love Lukaku. I love Lukaku so much. He is my favourite United player at the moment. He's just a brilliant guy. Brilliant guy. So good. And today was brilliant. We'll chat about his performance in the second half as well. Cam, are we all right? Can you find the file?
Yeah, it's not working, but we can try.
No, we can just leave it if it's not working, man. Don't worry about it.
Sure.
Yeah. Does it play offshoot? Does it play at all? Have you tried to replace the file?
Yeah.
God damn it, guys. Oh well. No, we'll just stay going. We'll just chill. Maybe if you can find another video.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. Just anything. Just if you tell us what it is, that'd be great. Adam coming in. Tactics or players to be blamed today, guys? Well, it's a combination. I just think the players that you want to see perform at this level, you want to see the likes of Marco Reus, Draxler, Muller contributing more in the final third, and they're just not doing enough right now. Toni Kroos has been poor, but for me the biggest problem is Joachim Low and not playing a Freeman midfield. Gives you so much control. The problem again, like the first game, was if we break the sort of formation down and the transition. Of course, you've got the back four. Hector, Kimmich, push really high, leaves the back two. Then what Germany are doing, instead of having two in front, which what you expect when you're playing a 4-2-3-1, is what's the really weird movement is the more defensively minded player, either Rudy or of Gundogan, who's come on, are advancing. So you're having two and then one lopsided on the left, which opens up so much space on the right behind that right defensive midfielder. And that is the big issue where Mexico caught them, where of course Germany have caught them. It's becoming a big issue for them. So I think it's both. It's both, of course, Joachim Löw, and it is the players as well not turning up right now. Tactics are wrong. Player performance isn't good enough. We're not seeing enough from Joshua Kimmich. Delivering well in this tournament so far. Again, if we could break down his crosses. The two chances we saw before, both cutbacks. Nothing into dangerous areas. I want to see more from him in terms of attacking and crossing. Again, not completed a cross so far. What you usually see from Joshua Kimmich is having that patience. Again, we're just getting a replay of the goal right now. Intercepted in the middle pitch by Marcus Berg. Wins the ball back. A pass to Klaassen, who looks for the ball. A little lovely ball over the top, over the centre half. That was a fantastic pass from Klaassen. Brilliant ball, and then that fantastic finish. Lovely dinked finish over the keeper. It wasn't even off his line. That's how good that finish was. He was over his line. But, okay, excellent stuff. Going to get some comms, guys. We'll communicate here at Studio68. Hashtag Studio68. At Studio68 MCR on Twitter. Go and give that a follow. Shout out to the guys. Right, let's get into the comments right now. Modric carries Kroos. Simple as that. Come on, man. Let's not mess about. Those two, so good in midfield. But we've seen Germany really struggle at the moment. What I like about Modric, let's say, is when the games get really aggressive and broken, like the semi-final against Atletico, like the sort of game that they struggled in against Juve. Whenever Real struggle and they're Kroos's rhythm gets broken up, Modric is really good in those games because he's obviously agility is very good, short stature, win the ball back. That's when I really like him. And again, at the moment, I think they're both brilliant midfielders. If Modric pushes Croatia further, maybe the balance will be changed. Maybe we'll see Modric better. I'd rank him as number one, but they're both so good. Both fantastic players. Hala Madrid. Make sure I'm not, of course, I'm not hitting that out too much, but lovely stuff in the comments, guys. Is this a tournament of counter-attacks? That's from Brad. Yes, it is, 100%. I think the big thing with possession play and how you can break at them with width, we chat about Croatia, that's so important with teams. And again, the thing with Germany that I mentioned before is that issue with building up in such an aggressive manner without having a true DM, without having a three play. I think what Real Madrid do so well is they transition to this 2-3-3-2 sometimes. They're playing a diamond where you have your two centre halves, you have your DM and your two centre mids. There's a lot of passing options. So if someone presses your DM or presses your left midfielder or presses your right midfielder, you just play around it. But this German team isn't like that. It's literally two centre halves and a DM. Not good enough at all, guys. Not good enough from the German team. Again, not good enough from those guys. Back to the comments, guys. Is StatZone available on Android? Unfortunately not, Luca, but I will send your chat across to him. Having a target man for Germany would help. Yeah, I kind of agree. Sandro Wagner would be a great option. Again, signed by signed by Bayern Munich in January and looked good for them. would be a great option. Mario Gomez is going to be the guy they want to get. Who's the best CDM on Germany right now? In the Germany team right now? Again, it's a difficult one because there's not anyone that stands out as a great ball winner. I think if Weigl continues development and will do and Lucien Favre, he will become the guy, but not the great season. Dropped him. Maybe that was the wrong thing at all. Germany came to the World Cup with no defensive midfielder, not even a natural deep line playmaker. Rudy would be the guy, but of course not playing football every week for Bayern has started to become a bit of an issue. Keep getting your comments in, guys. I'm going to try and answer as much of those so far. Lindelöf has been impressive so far. I think with the whole Sweden team have been impressive. Again, I think you've got to credit the defenders, and you've got to credit how they've counter-attacked. Then you've got to credit absolutely everything. But let's go for Lindelöf's stats. No shots on goal, of course, he's a centre-half. Passing, again, passing is always good. Even though he's under such pressure, 13 out of 15, only misplaced 2 passes so far. Lovely forward balls. That's what I like to see. That's why I love Victor Lindelöf, because he can pass forward and he can pass and link with the play. Let's see which one who's playing 2 in a way. I imagine it might be Toivonen in that pass. Again, that's what United lack sometimes, a guy playing out the back. When you've got someone like Romelu Lukaku, as we saw today for his first goal for Belgium, what a goal that was. Get it to his feet and he could do the dangerous damage. But again, love that from Lindelöf. Now moving to his defensive stats. 2 ball recoveries. Decent, getting onto balls that have been loose in midfield. From one clearance. Again, with Victor Lindelöf, it's more about, and Sweden, it'll be more about like the collective organisation, maybe not so much about the individual stats. Klassen's obviously impressed me so far. The goal he created, that through ball. Some more dangerous balls, quite direct, looking for those balls into the channel, but a lovely weighted ball over the top there for the assist. Again, 5 ball recoveries. That's decent. Again, defending, protecting his fullback. I love that, like a wide midfielder right there. Guys, we're going to maybe try the VT. We'll see whether we can get the VT, so I can just go for a little toilet break before the second half. Cam, let's see if you can do that. If Cam does this, guys, I will give his Twitter handle out on the stream, and you'll have to go and follow him. Cam, let's see whether you've got the magic.
Physical, powerful, but very good on the ball. Over to the left back, we're of course going to go over to Juve and hopefully sign Alexandro. Been linked with United for about 5 seasons now. What Alexandro can do going forward is very, very impressive. The best Alexandro I've seen at Juve was Alexandro playing behind, of course, Mario Mandzukic. Mario Mandzukic was playing on the left wing, but as a target man, a sort of wide target man role, where either Juve would play long out the back to him and then get them into that final third. Alternatively, if the build-up was a bit slow, Mario Mandzukic would pull in the fullback and look to get as a target, like as a second striker in the penalty area. This gave Alexandro so much space to attack. And that's the first big thing about Alexandro and why I like him so much. He's very confident when going forward. There's an opportunity to attack the space. He is going to make that move. He's going to push into that zone. Something that we've not seen from United fullbacks for a number of seasons now. I'm thinking Paddy Evra was the last guy that did that. The thing with Paddy Evra and Alexandro, they're both at Juve together. When Alexandro dribbles, it's a little bit like how Paddy Evra used to do it, how it was kind of like he'd shield the ball. When he's behind you, he always got his body in the way where you can't win the ball back. In terms of his crossing, what I like as well is he's a modern-day fullback. He's a very attacking fullback that slows himself down in that final third, almost a playmaker at left-back, similar to Marcelo at Real Madrid, where these sort of fullbacks are getting so much ball these days that they need to be smart on the ball. I like Alexandro's choice of passing. He loves a load whip cross into the box for his teammates to get on, or alternatively whipping it high and whipping it to the back post. He's just a fantastic player all round. I think he'd be a great addition to the Manchester United squad, and again would add that attacking element at left fullback. Of course, he played with Paul Pogba at Juve, and they combined quite well on the left-hand side. Out of the assist Alexandro got that season, 4 of them came directly from Paul Pogba, playing a pass to him, either a through ball or to his feet. If it was to his feet, he'd take the fullback on and then get the cross into the box. If it was a through ball, use his pace and then look for that cut back. Pogba, Sandro, absolutely perfect on that left-hand side for Manchester United. Into the exciting bit now, we're going to talk about the midfield, because United have already reinforced there the exciting signing of Fred. What I think Mourinho's going to set United up is, I think it's going to be Nemanja Matic at defensive midfield, Fred maybe on the right-hand side, Pogba on the left-hand side. That's one iteration of the team. What I'd like to see, though, if United really want to go deep in the transfer market, Milinkovic-Savic. But first up, we'll talk about the Matic-Fred-Pogba relationship. In terms of what Fred would bring Manchester United, it's a hybrid of 2 players. Not only is a ball winner, that presses so well in a defensive sense. Think Saul, Atletico Madrid, but he also has that sort of ability on the ball to slow things down and combine with, you know, the two centre halves and the defensive midfielder and look to create opportunities for his teammates further up the pitch. So first up, that ball-winning mentality is very, very good for United and will be perfect to play next to Pogba. Pogba needs someone to do his defensive work next to him. And again, someone like Fred can do that hard yards. He's very good at dealing with, if, you know, balls are played into the striker's feet, getting his body in between the ball and the striker and winning it back and getting his team going forward. Very aggressive. Over 5 tackles in the Champions League per game this season. Moving forward to his ball-playing sense, you know, he's fantastic on the ball. Very two-footed. There was a move against Manchester City where Shakhtar scored their second goal. Fred was very much involved in this passing move. There was around 5 times that he received the ball. Fred, in terms of what he does on the ball, is very quick in terms of one-touch, two-touch, manoeuvres. In that move, he took 9 touches of the ball, 4 of them on his right foot, 5 of them on his left foot, showing how two-footed it is that he can receive on his left, receive on his right, pass with his left, pass with his right. And basically, he drew the Manchester City pressure onto him. Then simply they bypassed it with a long ball to their number 10, and they scored a fantastic goal. Of course, you know, you saw Claudio Bravo running off his line, but the move before that was absolutely fantastic, and Fred was dictating from deep. That's going to give Paul Pogba an opportunity to get higher up the pitch. Manchester United shape when they've got the ball transitioning from one defensive midfielder in the Nemanja Matic to 2 with Fred coming next to him, allowing Paul Pogba to sort of, you know, push round into the space in between the lines. That's the best Paul Pogba we've seen at Manchester United. The 6 goals and 10 assists, the majority coming when he's played left midfield in a midfield 3. That's what you want to see from Paul Pogba. The other thing with Fred as well, very good at finding passes in between the lines. You know, receiving the ball with, even 2 banks of 4 ahead of him and then finding that pass at the right moment. Again, it's going to be moved around and then he's going to get his head up, then he's going to turn and play through. If Pogba can get into that area, then create, then combine with the likes of Alexandro on the left wing or switch out to Delo on the right wing, or even the feet to someone like Alexis Sanchez. That's what you want to see from Paul Pogba. As well with Pogba, a lot of forward movement. Get into the penalty area. We saw against Manchester City that he can do it. So he needs to do it a little bit more because we know that he can score the goals. Again, Nemanja Matic, a very good debut campaign for Manchester United. Was brilliant for the first 6 months of the season. Almost unplayable at defensive midfield. But got a little bit tired. I think having someone else in there that can play defensive midfield for United as well is going to be very, very positive for, of course, the Red Devils.
Cam, we've got the mic on, guys. Welcome back to the second half. Germany versus Sweden. If Germany don't do anything, then the score stays the same. Both South Korea and Germany will be dumped out the World Cup, and Joachim Low is going to be in the bin. Maybe some players will never make the German squad again. The likes of Sami Khedira, who've not had a good tournament so far, but there's been some changes. Mario Gomez is on. I do believe the party is going to get started, guys. Let's have a look who he came on for. Again, we were having a little bit of a break here in the studio. I'll just load that on StatZone so I can tell you who came on. I do believe it was Julian Draxler off, Mario Gomez on. And guys, we need to find the button. We need to find that goddamn button, hit that button and have some fun. Again, after today's live stream, we're going to be doing a live video straight after. So basically, we're going to finish off the game, full time will go, and then we're going to do a new video for my thoughts on the game. We're going to do 3 talking points of Sweden versus Germany in the World Cup. So the stream will die, we'll set up a new stream, and then get onto that as well, guys. So I want to get your comments about the game and so forth. But so far, the game has kicked off in the second half with 46 minutes in and 29 seconds, 30 seconds, 31. If you guys want to get into the comments. Just going to jump down here, guys. There's probably a lot of things are going to go into the comments, guys. I'm just going to catch up on that. Gomez is on. Can you play the Gomez song? Guys, well, we need to get pumped up, don't we? Want to see Germany go through. Again, you want to see all the best teams in the World Cup pushing forward and getting into the tournament, the latter stages. So we have those good games. But Germany could be out here, guys. Germany could be out, and there could be only one man that can save this. Apparently, we're getting Reus on the comments. Oh no, I've just ruined my life. God damn it. You guys better prepare myself for some action. Maybe I've been stung in the comments, some banter, but we have Germany. Right-hand side, throw. Back to Jerome Boateng. Switching the play out to Toni Kroos in that defensive midfield position. Again, not had the greatest games. What can he do? Drives through. Ball out wide to, of course, Timo Werner. Ball across the box. Cross. It's a goal! Marco Reus. 1-1. We are back in the game, guys. This is going to be one hell of a game now. Germany back in there. Great play by the main man, by my twin. Timo Werner. The first time we've seen that, someone get to the byline and cut it back. Then you've got a centre forward in there that's going to look to win that. And of course, Reus on the back post there. Simple tapping. That was some great football. Fair play to, again, Toni Kroos, but that was fantastic wing play there from Timo Werner. That is why he is such a talent. Not only comfortable at playing as a centre forward on the right, on the left, natural winger. That's where he started his career for Stuttgart. And now you can see, face someone up, go wide, across. Again, what foot did he cross that with? Left foot. Isn't he supposed to be right-footed, you ask? Talented, talented footballer. Germany and Joachim Low are back in the game. Let's just do it. Seems like everyone's on the Mario Gomez website, so I can't play it here. We have Toni Kroos, edge of the area, shot comes in. Germany with an absolute fire up their arse right now. They are looking good. Then this shot comes in from Toni Kroos there. Just wide, deflected. The Germans look so determined. Low is obviously grilled from half-time, yep. And finally, a low cross. That's what we were talking about in the first half, getting a low cross into the box. Because again, that's how you sort of deal with deep packed defences. Toni Kroos whipping the ball in, again, overhit. Can Kimmich recycle this? Or is there going to be another low cross in again? They've obviously chatted about this at half-time, guys. This is what we wanted to see. Low crosses. Henry Whittaker, you are completely correct into that comment. Bright start from Germany, Matthew Jarvis. Pretend you're surprised. I tried to, but I saw that the goal had gone in, guys. I'm going to have to try half ignore the comments when the game, when obviously we're not answering questions and so forth, because it kind of ruined it for me. But anyway, guys. The half-time team talk must have been serious. Yeah, two flaming right. They were awful again. Absolutely atrocious. Low cross or low cross. Dance coming in there. Good stuff. The Mario Gomez button doesn't work anymore. And I have to buy the URL and make it myself because it's broken. We have a German free kick. Wide right. Again, Germany. Fire up their arse. Toni Kroos sets over in the traditional Toni Kroos style. One foot in front of the other. Rudiger scrapping with Toivonen in the penalty area. Boateng facing him up, giving him the slight high five. Can Germany change this game around in just 5 minutes of the second half? They've already got one. Can they get two? Fantastic play from Timo Werner, one of the best young footballers in world football. What an assist that was. Again, so good at playing wide. Ball comes into the box. Headed, chance. Near post header there from the main man, Thomas Muller, just wide. But it's been a fantastic start to the half. What a game of football we've got in store for you guys here now. Game on. Germany won, Sweden won. And again, we can actually visualise that assist, guys, because we can do that on the the Stat Zone app here. We can play it for you. Again, Germany working the ball out. Toni Kroos, brilliant ball out wide. Timo Werner does the rest, and goal time for, of course, Marco Reus. I love that as well. Marco Reus missed the last World Cup with a terrible injury. He's had a terrible time with injury over the last few seasons. Love it that he's doing it at the tournament. We need memes for Germany to lose. A lot of memes will be going around. Regan, Werner is great. Get as much ball as possible to, of course, Werner. Sweden were robbed on the penalty. That was a penalty attempt there, guys. That was definitely a penalty. And that's just sad for, of course, Sweden. Oh, well, if Germany finish second, the Brazilians will knock them out. That is going to be a big game if they get it. The replay of the 7-1. Brazil are going to be so pumped up for that. And again, a different Brazil. More aggression in midfield. We haven't seen the best of Neymar so far. We've not seen the best of... the likes of Gabriel Jesus. We haven't seen Firmino enough, but they look better in their second game. It did take them late to get the goal, but again, I thought it was a better performance all round. That is an awful pass. That's an awful pass there from, I think it was Marco Reus. Rubbish football, but we have Sweden on the break again. Emil Forsberg picking up that central position. Love when he does that, but has lost it to Toni Kroos. That's got to be a yellow card, that. Give him the cheese. He just took out my twin. Unbelievable, eh? That's what I like to see from Timo Werner, getting it in a wide area, running at you. You didn't have that enough from Julian Draxler, but he looked for the little nutmeg, got the nutmeg, absolutely denied, across the body. Bit of a late challenge as well, coming on Thomas Muller. And what's going on in Manchester today? It's all kicking off. Muller reacted to that, actually, stepping across him and blocking him. But it is a yellow card for Albin. Germany close there Close from Germany there. One of the reasons why I don't like zone marking. Zone marking is an interesting one. I think if you do it right, you do it really right. But there is flaws in it. Signing off, but I do kind of agree that could have been maybe dealt with if there was man-to-man. But lovely stuff. Surprised Liverpool haven't gone for Werner yet. That would be a very good move for Liverpool. But I would hate him to go to Liverpool because then I'd have to move him into the discarded pile of players with David Silva and the likes of... Other lads have to be pinned. Upsetting times. But Germany looking good. And again, Timo Werner's started the half really well, just closing down the centre halves there, showing that RB Leipzig style. We've lacked that from Germany, I think, in my personal opinion. There's not been enough counter-pressing when they've lost the ball, not enough aggression to win it back. But let's get this party started. That is correct, Cheeky. Let's get it started. Again, that term has been absolutely changed into a legendary term by the true Geordie. Shout out to the true Geordie, absolute hero. Again, that was stolen at the Airside press conference by some muppet in America. You owe me some royalties, buddy. That's trademarked. Germany, a lot to do though. Got to win this game. They've really got to get some momentum. They've just been so poor. It's almost like they need it to get the lads going. Gundogan and Kroos in deep midfield is still a bit of an issue, especially with this sort of Swedish setup in a way where the two strikers do drop off the centre backs. It's like Atletico Madrid where it's a 4-4-2-0 in a way. You know, we've seen Atletico do it for many years where they drop off and they block the ball into midfield, and it's very difficult to play through when you're positioned that way. I really like it, and it's been good from the Swedish centre forwards doing the hard yards, Toivonen and Marcus Berg, two veterans of the Swedish team. They've been around for so long, years and years and years, so credit to those guys. Germany need a win. Henry, Whittaker, Werner, Mane, Salah on the counter would be deadly. It would be disgusting. And again, if you lost someone like Firmino or you lost Mane or lost Salah, you know, Werner could replace any of those guys. So comfortable playing left, right, centre. Wonderful, wonderful talent. Or even if you wanted to upgrade that team and, you know, pick the lock a bit more, the likes of Firmino as their number 10 behind Werner with Salah Mane would be pretty good. But it's just his pacing behind that's so good with Werner. And on the counter, as Henry mentioned there, would be absolutely sick. Werner now playing on the shoulder of the defender, what he does best. Correct, Robbie? That is exactly what we've seen from him now. A bit more free. He looks a bit more free playing on the left-hand side. I don't know why. It seems like he can... You know, he's got someone to play with. You know, Werner's always better, I think, when he plays with another guy up top. You see Yusuf Poulsen at RB Leipzig, another player that I absolutely love. You know, defensive forward, like a target man-esque forward. But their relationship's really good when they play together. You know, the attention gets taken away from Werner in a way. It's kind of like a traditional two-man strike force. You think like Michael Owen in a way with Emil Heskey at Liverpool. Similar to that, where you have a target man, you've got someone to run off. Very nice. From Joachim. I think we've got to give him a little bit of respect for that change at half-time. Balls have gone out there for him. But guys, let's keep going down. Shout out to AGTV Football as well. My G Statman, go and give him a subscribe as well, guys. Abdul got some good content coming out about Manchester United's players at the World Cup. Again, I've just said that now, so he's got to go and make the content straight away, guys. You said Germany would win the World Cup. I did, Joshua. I didn't expect them to be this poor, but sometimes you don't make all the calls. I did say that Croatia are going to be the dark horses, and they are looking very, very like that right now. Again, the win against Argentina was absolutely fantastic. What a performance that was. What a game they had there. Again, so many chances. It was 3-0 to Croatia. They did play on how I expected them to play on the counter-attack, looking for the mistakes, and of course the first one was Willy Carbonero. Terrible mistake, throwing the ball out to Rebic with a volley, but there were chances before that Croatia could have taken the lead. Here we have Timo Werner breaking down left-hand side, step over there, volley comes in, big chance, but again, Timo Werner creating opportunities. Before we talk about Argentina-Croatia, let's actually go back to the sort of chances created right now, because so far in the second half, there's been one man that has been pretty dominant, and that is Timo Werner. He's looking so good so far. In that wide area. Again, it's not been registered yet on the StatZone app, waiting for Opta to come through, but that was another chance that he just created there. Wonderful football for Timo Werner. But what he's doing is he's running at people. He's absolutely taking people on. And again, that's something that Germany hadn't done in that first half, and it's something that was much needed. But anyway, back to Argentina versus Croatia. Again, guys, we're just going to be doing an analysis on that as well as watching the game. Here we have another low cross into the box, well defended by Sweden once again. But again, the big thing, of course, was that early goal, the first goal. As soon as Croatia get the lead in the World Cup, they're going to be so good at playing on the counter. That's what they're geared to. They play two natural wingers, Rebic and Perisic. They play hard-working players in there. You think in the lineup for the game against Argentina. You're thinking they went with the three-man midfield. Very different. Again, tactically very good. Going with Brozovic as a holding midfielder and having that extra man in midfield. Very, very good tactics. Again, not playing Kramaric, having an extra body in there, and so crucial. How they set up the sort of 4-5-1 for me is one of the best counter-attacking systems that you're going to get. So balanced. You can press centrally in midfield with Modric and Rakitic. Perisic and Rebic drop back into a back six. So good tactics from the Croatian manager. Dalic, I do believe, is his name. But again, going back to the key events in the game, the goals, the first goal and the second one, brilliant counter-attack from, again, Croatia. And it dropped to Luka Modric, who is having a really good tournament so far. What a goal that was. Crashed it in with his right foot. Fantastic goal. And again, the third goal, another brilliant counter. Winning the ball back, breaking. That's why the Croatia are going to be so good. The transition is so good. Again, the keeper saving it and it rolling across from Kovacic. Rakitic fires it in. But if we look at both those goals, two key things there. See the plus. The plus is a ball recovery. That's turning over the ball. With Sweden on the break there, we're just looking up on the TV and I see Sweden playing a low cross in there. Germany on the break now. Mario Gomez, wide left, looks to play inside, and it's a decent defending from Sweden once again. But the key thing with this Croatia side, transition, they're creating opportunity. So quick in the transition. Work very hard as a team, and that's why they beat, of course, the mighty Argentina with Lionel Messi. And again, you know, they're not having the most passes on the pitch. Chances coming from, of course, Vaselko. The blend and why I really like how they were playing in both games as the blend of that right back getting nice and high and being the guy that creates the width on the right hand side. Again, Vaselko very comfortable in that situation. Had a fantastic 2018. But the main man for that game was Luka Modric, man of the match by a country mile. 2 chances created, of course, a fantastic goal. But linked the play very well in the final third. Looked to switch the ball out to the winger. I think that was the interesting side of Luka Modric, was getting the likes of Rebic and Perisic in the wide area to face up Argentina. Again, we look at the Argentina tactics. A bit too narrow, very narrow in a way. And again, you've got to move these teams. When you're counter-attacking, it's all about moving teams around. And again, that's what they did so well. Again, the narrow 3 sort of 4-2-1 system for Argentina, so exploitable on the counter-attack. Again, I feel sorry for Sampaoli. He's not had enough time with this side. Felt like he should have been brought in a lot earlier on, maybe before he even moved to Sevilla. They should have just gone for him. Because again, it was so easy for the break of Croatia and the counter-attack. And that's why I've touted them for having a very good World Cup. Not only can they counter, they can hold possession well. They've got a plan when they've got the ball. Get it wide, look to cross. Get it wide, get the ball to Mandzukic. Get it wide, get the likes of Vaselko forward. Or even, build up. Fire it into Mandzukic, little layoffs. They're just perfect. I think they've got a plan, which we haven't seen from Germany yet. We haven't seen from the likes of other big teams, the likes of Brazil, the likes of France. No plan on the ball. But that, again, one of my favourite games of the World Cup so far. Croatia 3, Argentina 0. Argentina on the verge of getting dumped out the World Cup. Same with Germany, though. They need to score some more goals here. Currently 1-1. Low cross into the box. Nice. That was some nice football once again. Low ball coming in from Joshua Kimmich. I think it was, or maybe Thomas Muller drifting wide, something we mentioned in that first half. I want to see more of that. No, but it was Joshua Kimmich on the overlap. Lovely low ball in there. That was close from Marco Reus. A lovely sort of attempt through his legs, a little flick, heel flick. Close. Germany looking a lot better in that second half in terms of how they're creating their chances. Getting the ball wide and low cross into the box. Something that we spoke about. That's how you break down these stubborn blocks. Get the ball wide and look for cutbacks. You want to turn them. You want to get behind them. You want to work those opportunities. Credit to Joachim Low at the moment, though. Credit to Joachim Low right now. Keep getting the comments in, those guys. Smashing cross from Kimmich. Yeah, Kimmich is playing some good stuff. Germany crash. Trash. Would you still take Perisic at United? Yeah, 100%. Definitely. 100,000%, guys. Definitely would take him. Croatia and Belgium have looked good, the best so far in my opinion. Yes, Matthew Jarvis, I am on that. I think they've been the best 2 sides. And Russia, got to give Russia credit. There were a lot of talk about them. It was just Saudi Arabia, but they played really well against Saudi Arabia. They played really well in that second group game. Can't wait for them to play one of the big boys. That is going to be really tasty. You just watched switch to Larsson in the crowd with her earpods in. Is she having a call? Doing some commentary? Maybe that's the game. But again, Germany, let's look at how they're creating their chances in the second half, because it's been a lot better. Should have looked a lot back, very much improved. Maybe the cross map, get the cross map for Germany. Again, the Germans. First off, not really getting behind. A lot of sort of flat manoeuvres. Second half, a lot better there. We could see a lot of penetration from the Germans in the second half, getting the crosses into the right area. But we need to see more. More play from the 3, but sort of involved up front together. The likes of Mario Gomez. More ball to, of course, Timo Werner as well. You know, one of the things that we were mentioning in that first half, great question coming in from Cam about are Germany too right-sided? They are. It seems like that's been sorted by Timo Werner playing on the wide left and looking to take people on. Want to see more from that, more from Joachim Boateng here, currently in the Swedish half, switching the ball out, which he looks to. Some good width from, I think it's Timo Werner, yeah, Timo Werner again, wide. Cut back and low cross, edge of the box, cleared again by Sweden. But every time, shift it, low cross. Shift it, low cross. Keep working those opportunities. Keep working that, Germany. Again, long ball out. Again, Timo Werner. This is what I want to see. Facing up the fullback. What can he do? Cut back, edge of the area. Kroos fakes the shot. Left foot, drives the shot in. Good block there by the Swedish defence. But the main man, Timo Werner, is starting to show why I put him down for top scorer, why I thought he'd be so important in the game again. Why he's going to be massive, absolutely massive for, of course, the Germans in their sort of quest to retain the World Cup, which isn't looking good so far. They are back in with a shout of getting through to that next round. They need a win here. They need some confidence. They need to sort out their defensive strategy as well when they've lost the ball. Defensive transition from attacking position to defensive position is going to be so key. If they sort that out, they'll be laughing. Here we have Gundogan in central midfield. Kroos looking to play a through ball, headed away. Germany, though, do recycle the ball in the final third. A lot better as well. Germany win the ball back a lot better in the final third when they've just lost the ball. But again, the good stuff as well. Werner staying wide. Werner just staying wide. And Jonas Hector coming inside. That's what we sort of mentioned with that second, the sort of right-hand side, potentially seeing Muller wide. Maybe that inverted fullback movement can unlock the Swedish defence. Again, that's where you want to move people around, in the modern days. Get them wide, look for those balls inside. We've seen before, inside forwards coming inside, wing-back getting on the outside. Now we see inverted wing-backs coming inside, guys staying wide in the final third, like Guardiola does with Manchester City, with Leroy Sané. Could have been a very valuable for that, of course. Just got some stuff coming in from the guys. Good stuff, good communication, guys. Keep it coming in. Any stats from Chunky from before? Of course, you mean Chucky. Lozano, let's go and have a look at his stats, because there was, in the first half, I think he made more interceptions than any other Mexican player on the pitch, and I think he had a very, very good game. And again, linking the counter-attack. That was the best thing for me. We'll look at his stats in a sec, but we've got to show him linking the counter-attack and getting the assist for the Javier Hernandez goal. Was a great, great goal from Mexico. Again, look at the cross. That's what we're talking about. That's the ball recovery. That's the transition. But hold on, we've got a free kick. Sorry, for a set piece from Toni Kroos. Wide corner on the left-hand side, whipped in, headed out. Not good enough from Germany so far on these set pieces. What about sort of going down the Russian model? Short pass, work up the opportunity to cross from a different angle, because it just seems like it's too comfortable from Sweden in their sort of zonal system. But anyway, back to Lozano, or Chucky to his pals, or Chunky on the Statman Dave live stream. Again, brilliant transition from Mexico. That's what I've liked about Mexico. Like Croatia, here we have, though, ball, edge of the area, Timo Werner trying to get on a low cross, but defended again well by Sweden. Again, win the ball back, deep in the half. Lovely sort of dribble. Then you're looking for that through ball by Lozano. Lovely through ball. Javier Hernandez, fantastic finish. A scuff shot, but classic Javier Hernandez. Again, he played a good game. Very, very good game. Looks like a player that not only does the sort of the easy things in the game, but does the hard yards. And that's why I like him. He's a player that works hard, defends, but gets forward in the right areas. Cuts in onto his right foot, creates those opportunities for himself and for his teammates. Again, like pass accuracy, 91%? Incredible. 11 out of his 12 passes. Again, keeping the ball well in the transition. Difficult to do that. Again, when you've not got much ball, it's difficult to retain it so well and find an assist pass as well. Like, fantastic player. Whoever picks him up is going to be looking at getting a absolutely star in the making. We've seen him do very well for PSG so far in his career in Europe. Linked with Barcelona today, I do believe, which would be a perfect solution if they don't sign. Well, it is the fact that Antoine Griezmann will be staying at Atletico. So Lozano could be perfect for Barcelona, because you're thinking, with Suarez getting a bit older, how Barcelona needs to go back for me. Lionel Messi as a false nine. On the right-hand side, you'll have Ousmane Dembele. Left-hand side, you would have liked a Griezmann-type player, but again, Lozano could be the guy. Stronger right foot coming in. But the main thing, again, is defending. It's working hard. 3 tackles. Again, that's really good for a forward, especially a wide forward. You don't see that a lot. You see a lot of wide forwards being dead lazy in an attacking situation. We've seen that a few times in the World Cup so far. You see that with Belgium. They get caught sometimes with Mertens, Hazard and Lukaku all staying up the pitch. None of that 3 dropping back. But you're getting that from Herving top player as well. 2 interceptions again, we mentioned that before, but what a player he is, and what a player he is. Wherever he goes next, it's going to be an absolute star. So good. I'd love Barcelona to get in for the work. That's what I'd like to see, because Barcelona, I think they need someone. I think with Dembele, not the greatest defensive player. I think Lozano will give that balance. But again, ball over the top here. What a chance. Mario Gomez, big chance there. He has to score. Ball coming in deep into the box from the right-hand side. Gomez firing over the bar. That's got to be a goal for me. Again, some good play from Germany, actually. Look, a ball again from Jerome Boateng. I think it's Jerome Boateng. Long ball at the back post. He's got to put that in the back of the net on the volley. Guys, that's got to be a goal. Get into the comments. He's bottled it. Mario Gomez used to be Gary Goals. Not anymore. Mario misses. That's why you come here, guys. Not just for the tactics, not just for the stats, but it's for the Billy Bants as well. The Willy Whippers, the Gary Goals, all the flaming good stuff. Cam is crying off camera. He's upset with how I've just come up with that. But guys, keep liking that goddamn video if you haven't already. We're on 122 likes. Let's get to 750. Because then you get a free Nigeria shirt. Not a bid ask at all. But that's all that's going to go down. Henry Whittaker, I see Messi dropping deeper as the older he gets for his technical ability. Yep, I think that's kind of the game for Lionel Messi. I think that's what Barca need to do. Is playing as a false 9 again that will look a little bit maybe like a midfield diamond, you could see, or a 4-3-1-2. Should we see another long ball in from Germany, easily held by the Swedish keeper. Question coming in from Cheeky. Ison, Argentina or Nigeria? I think it's going to be Argentina. I think it may click. I think that's the thing with San Pauli's sides, they just click. They'll play bad, then they'll click. We saw it with Chile, eventually going on to win the Copa America. I think that's going to happen, that it'll be like that. It's a style of football. It's Bielsa. That's the kind of thing. You've got to take some time to get it around. It's like Guardiola. It took him a season to get City fired on all cylinders. It's going to take some time. Going to take some sort of organisation of them both on and off the ball. I think they'll go through, to be quite honest. Nigeria did look good on the break, switching to a 3-5-2 against Iceland. I think that was good in terms of tactically catching them out. Again, Iceland playing that 4-4-2, 3-5-2, the natural sort of counter to it. Again, there was a great breaks from them, with Victor Moses playing as more of a wing back than in the 4 when he's got a little bit more responsibility, or ahead as doesn't have that opportunity to break. Victor Moses is a very good player in the transition. We've seen it for Chelsea under Conte, but we've also seen it for Nigeria. And that touch from Musa was so good. That first touch and then the volley, what a goal that was. Has he scored the same amount of goals as JJ Okocha, or has he got more than JJ Okocha now?
He's got more now.
More, because he got the second, didn't he? So he scored more goals than JJ Okocha for Nigeria. Seems to always turn up at the World Cup. Absolutely loves the World Cup, Musa. So I wouldn't expect him to, do it. I'd love to see him at a different club. I just don't think Leicester City's worked out for him. Like Kramaric going to Hoffenheim, looking like one of the best sort of attackers in the Bundesliga last season. Jonas Hector coming through, left-hand side. Not the greatest cross in the world. Germany do retain possession, though. Edge of the box. Looking to play through. Wide, play through. Play wide. Ilkay Gundogan losing the ball on the edge of the area. That has got to be a yellow card. That is 2 German players taking him out. I think that is Jerome Boateng going into the book. Emil Forsberg looking good on the counter-attack. Looking very tasty on the counter-attack. I think so far in this game, his stats have been very tasty. Very tasty, especially in that first half. Some good stats coming in from Emil Forsberg. Completing the most tackles, or winning the most tackles, most take-ons, and creating one chance as well. I'd love to see Emil Forsberg go through. Absolutely wonderful talent. Really good from coming from the left wing inside. The wide playmaker, as you do call it, on Football Manager. We're also going to be operating Cam, or producer Cam, should I say. Cam, should I just preview that? Of course, you're not mic'd up, but do some expressions. What do you think about the game in an expression? There you go. We're going to be operating that next time, so any questions for Cam next time, you'll fire it in. It'll be Cam. But anyway, let's get rid of his face. He is a muppet. There you go. Thanks, Cam. I think our connection may have gone as well, Cam, with the mirroring stuff, but you just have a look at that, buddy, and get back to me soon. Call me. Here we have Timo Werner. Looks like he's in behind here, in behind the defence. Cut the ball back. Some semi-decent defending. The move is not broken down. Sebastian Larsson, though, wins it back, and they do get out. That was beautiful. Beautiful stuff from, cheers, buddy. Beautiful stuff there for Timo Werner again. Getting in behind the sort of opposition's defence. Through ball comes in. We haven't seen that enough from Germany. Timo Werner is making a goddamn difference in this game. That's why we love him on this stream. Not only are we brothers, are we twins, but it's also about his footballing ability. Massive impact in the second half from Timo Werner. And again, going forward for Germany, got to be on the left wing. Got to see him in this left wing, very dangerous. And I think Marco Reus as well, in the central area, looking very good. Trying to get through and look to create those chances. Again, I think all of his chances that he's created in that, so two out of, again, I'll get the stats up for you guys. Two of the three chances he's created in the game come in that second half, and again, did so well. Ooh, there you go. Did so well for the goal, getting forward and so forth. But it's been a good half for Germany. They're looking a lot better. I love it how, changes. Football changes. You make a few changes at half time, and you're back. You're back in the managerial good books, Joachim Low. You've been in the bad books for a few games. You've been in the bad books for 1.5 games, and now you're getting back in here. You're starting to look all right again. But keep getting into the comments, guys. Of course, keep subscribing. Come on, Sweden, dig deep. That comes in from Brad. Simeone. All the good stuff. Some shouts in the comments from Dom that Cam is a Tory. Cam, stop being a Tory. Or be a Tory. No political views on this programme. Guys, again, more football, less chat about that. Moving forward, guys, question from James MUFC. When will Barca have to move Messi on? That's a very, very good question. It's difficult, isn't it? Because he is, technically, he is the best player of all time. I think he's better than Ronaldo in a pure footballing ability. I think Ronaldo's done so well to improve his game. Ronaldo deserves to be where he is at the pinnacle of world football now because he's worked so hard. I think the 3 finals of Real Madrid in the Champions League, the 3 wins, what he's done for Portugal, European Championships. Again, you look at accolades, Ronaldo above Messi, but I think Messi is always going to be and always will be the better player. But I think they do need to be moved on in terms of Barcelona need to maybe change a little bit. And again, good point in from Henry Whittaker. I think Paulinho and Rakitic would play as outside mids in a diamond would be absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. That'd be good. In terms of working back, you think about how Juve have played with a diamond, Real Madrid, how they've played in a diamond, slightly different. It'd be more like a 4-3-3 false 9 type situation where you kind of expect the wide strikers or the 2 wide players in the diamond, in the 4-3-3 to get back and defend, and have one that maybe staying at one going down. You could transition that to a 4-4-2, but I'd like that. Paulinho and Rakitic, absolutely lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. But guys, keep getting into the comments, keep liking the stream. It's beautiful. Love doing this, guys. Absolutely love it. Hope you guys love it too. We've got a video coming out very soon about Philip Max, who I've looked at about where he fit into Manchester United. Still just getting on the edit. It'll be either out tomorrow or Monday, which obviously had some personal family things to get overdone with the weekend with my sister getting married. Shout out to Sophie, you absolute legend. Timo Werner. Just getting some more Timo Werner's stats right in now, guys. That's what we wanted to see. Timo Werner. Boom. He's created more chances in the game than any other player on the pitch. Timo, you're doing the family proud. Back to life. Free kick. Corner. Keep getting those mistakes today. That's all the booze I've been drinking. Volley in here. Well held by Manuel Neuer. 15 minutes left, guys. What do you think is going to happen in this game? Should Sweden switch to a 4-5-1? Should Germany throw on some more attackers? What do you guys think? Keep getting into the comments and chatting about that after. Of course, the stream finishes. We will be doing another video tonight. We're going to be doing some tactical analysis on Germany. So stay tuned to that one, Germany-Sweden, this game, and how it all works out and so forth. So stay tuned to that. We'll be doing 3 talking points for this game. So we'll be going, cutting this stream off, and then we'll be jumping on to the next stream after a 5-minute break where I can quickly look at the stats, look at the tactics, and deliver you some absolute love. So you guys stay ready for that, guys. We're going to do another live stream today. Wow, the work rate at the World Cup is like Park Ji-sung-esque. Beautiful. You have Jerome Boateng, little ball over the top, wide right Germany. Little 1-2 between Muller and Kimmich. Muller stops his run. Come on, Muller. You got to do it, bro. You love the World Cup. 10 goals at the World Cup, 5 assists. You know what you need to do. Oh, Muller with a little naughty foul in the penalty area with the zonal system. Very cheeky. Very, very cheeky. Again, zonal systems, how you sort of play them. You have like a band of 5 that sit quite deep, that attack the ball. They have areas, of course, you're basically defending the area in front of you. Then you have like 3 blockers. And the aim is that basketball thing where you're not infringing where you're holding back, but you're blocking their runs. So they obviously, your teammate who's in the 5 has that ability to move forward and spring and jump. You're blocking that sort of run up and jumps. I like zonal systems, to be honest. I'd probably play zonal from corners. I think when you get your zonal system right, you really get it right. And as we saw with Liverpool this season, a few times in the Prem, they literally broke from a corner, their opponent's corner, and scored. And again, that's the benefit of zonal marking from corners, is the counter-attacking potential is absolutely massive. Here we have a substitution for Sweden. Toivonen, the goal-scoring, absolute Swedish legend, is being replaced, I do believe, by the Swedish manager. I'm not sure who's coming on though. We'll have a look in a sec when the stream catches up. But what a goal that was, actually. Let's have a look at his goal again. Of course, via the StatZone app. Link in the description below. Sweden winning the ball, transitioning it. Larsson, ball over the top, and then fantastic composure, lovely dink, goal time. And who is coming on here? Just flipping over, and it is John Guidetti. It is John Guidetti. He called it. He guessed it. We saw that in the comments actually before. Shout out to whoever put that in the comments before. You absolute legends. Brad, Ronaldo or Lukaku for Golden Boot, Dave? Personally, I want Ronaldo, so I'm going to go further. I kind of think it'll be Ronaldo. I think with Ronaldo, I just think that Portugal will go a little bit further. I think they are set up to sort of, push the boundaries in a way. We saw how poor they were against Spain, and they drew 3-3 because Ronaldo pulled them through. I think Ronaldo's more like that. I think with Belgium, as I mentioned before, there's some slight tactical weaknesses, which, again, we can chat about right now as we've approached the last 10 minutes of the games. So, again, it was a brilliant performance with Belgium. Really good going forward. Their transition was so quick and so good. But the thing that I mentioned here is that Mertens, Hazard, and, of course, and Lukaku aren't tracking back, so it does become a 7. You're defending with 7. I'm always about defending with 8 players. Whatever system you play, defend with 8. I just think with 7, there's too much space to move a team around. You're thinking it drops back to a back 5. You've got a lot of space for the central midfielders to deal with. The big thing as well for England, when England play Belgium, is tack down the right-hand side. Basically, I would probably play Vardy and Kane. I'd have Vardy on the right-hand side of the 2 forwards, and I'd have Vardy running in behind in the space between Vertonghen and Carrasco. When Tunisia were good, they were attacking down their right wing, so Belgium's left-hand side. You'd find Carrasco's positioning is a little bit too aggressive. Again, Carrasco's a winger. He's an attacking player, not used to defending in these situations. He's not a left-back, he's a winger. And again, he's right-footed, so whenever I've seen him before, he's played as a right wing-back, not a left wing-back. And again, what you saw a few times was Vertonghen having to be a little bit higher, consequently making him 1v1 and playing through ball. A great example of that, of course, was the second goal that was scored by Tunisia. Just, of course, just having a little look at the football, make sure there's nothing going down. But let's go into the goals. So we've got the second Tunisia goal here. So again, it comes down to their right-hand side, and that's the through ball I'm talking about, then the assist. And that's the problem for, of course, Belgium, is if they get to those situations that teams can get at them, like England, if they can get into that area, if they can attack that right-hand side of England and, of course, the left-hand side of Belgium, that's the real weakness there. Not enough pace for Vertonghen, and Carrasco's positioning too bad. Anyway, just switch back to the game. Thomas Muller in the sort of advanced right area on the wing. Back out there. Can he sling a cross in? Cross comes in low. Just fired over by Timo Werner. Big impact from Timo Werner on the second half. Looks a lot freer playing with Mario Gomez. Good ball in from Werner, though. Again, a cutback. A lot better from Germany in the second half. Final little thoughts on this game. Again, the big man Romelu Lukaku. What a performance he had. Absolutely so good finishing. A finishing masterclass by the Belgium centre forward. Again, both goals were so good. Again, the transition from Belgium. Quick break. Mertens gets it. Through ball out to Lukaku. And the way that Lukaku scores that goal is so good. You watch his movement. He moves inside, draws the defender in, then pops out, opens himself up. Brilliant strike across the goal, bottom corner. Fantastic finishing from Romelu Lukaku. And his second goal again shows just brilliant movement. Again, Belgium winning it, transitioning it, and then through ball from Muller, coming back on himself. Lovely through ball and a fantastic dink. Again, both those Belgium goals, transitions, counter-attacks. For Man United next season, we need more transitions. We need to feed Lukaku more. Because every single time United play well, Lukaku is involved. Such a wonderful footballer. Shout out to Romelu Lukaku. Absolute hero. And again, his stats for the game, absolutely unreal. 2 attempts, 2 goals. 100% chance conversion. Not only was his overall build-up play was very good. How he held the ball was very nice. Again, creating 2 chances, both an open play. Again, good hold-up play. Is this a substitution for Jerome Boateng? Looks like he may be walking off. No? Red card! Have I missed a red card? missed the red card. God damn, next time just shout at me. 2-footer. He's just given me the 2-footer.
I don't know.
But anyway, Romelu Lukaku. The camera's gone, Cam. I think we've got a camera issue, guys. Yeah, camera's frozen. And he's off. Jerome Boateng is off. A 2-footed challenge, guys. Just throw up to the...
Second yellow.
We're back in a second, guys. Apologies. We have just got a little bit of a technical difficulties. I'm still here, though. Was it a second yellow? Oh, second yellow card?
Yeah, second yellow card, but it was a bit of a rough.
Bit of a rough challenge here, though. Sweden ball into the box here. We've just got audio at the moment, guys. We're just sorting out the camera. I believe it's just over. Is it back on, Cam? We'll have to do the face square as well at some point. Jesus, Sweden coming on to this game. Granqvist with a header at goal. Another good save from Muller, raising above Jonas Hector. But good goalkeeping. Getting a fist to it. We back into the game, Cam. Beautiful top work there from Cam. I don't even know if we've got the square. I think everything's all right. Top stuff. Shout out to producer Cam, nailing the producing today. All the guys nailing it. Abdul, Marty, all the chaps again. The team here at Studio 68. We're here. We're legends. Fixing problems. Unsubscribe for putting the score in the title. Dick move. Shut up, man. Go and be horrible somewhere else, buddy. This is all about fun, this is. But a red card for Germany, down to 10 men. Sweden, if they win this game, they'll go through. It's almost like 7 minutes. 7 minutes to hang on. This is absolutely bonkers. The world champions could be out. A pretty ball. That's a... I don't know if it's a bad challenge from Boateng. It's just rash. It's a definite second booking. And when you're on that, you can't do that sort of move. Misses the crucial game, of course. You will see Nicholas Schuler coming in. Nicholas Schuler, though, wonderful player. Is that a question? Question for United fans, Liverpool fans and City fans in the comments. Is Jerome Boateng too rash for you? What, is that sort of mistakes that we've seen in his game a few times? Germany now are back 3. They've already looked so vulnerable on the break, and now they're playing with 3 defenders. Absolutely sacking it off. Oh my God, Ilkay Gundogan, that is poor. Ilkay Gundogan hasn't had the greatest of games, guys. He's been not great on the ball. I just think it's been a poor substitution. Just don't think he was the guy that you needed. I think if you're going to replace Toni Kroos, yeah, fine, but just not losing the ball in key areas once again. Not good enough from Germany. They've been so poor. So poor in this tournament. Guys, this stream is about getting the stream on, getting your ITV up, getting your BBC up if you're in the UK, getting me next to the stream and enjoying it together. Basically, turn off the commentary. I'll be your commentator. I'll deliver all the stats, tactics, and all the fun, guys. Ter Stegen would have done better, guys. Oh, my God, man. Seriously. We don't want negativity in the comments, guys. We want positivity. Like that goddamn video. See you later, mate. You're out of here. Keep liking the video, guys. Keep enjoying the stream. We have a big 6 minutes or 7 minutes about for Germany. They've got to hang on here. Sweden looking good. Jerome Boateng has been red-carded, I repeat. Red-carded in this game. Could be all over from the Germans. If they lose this game, they will be out the World Cup. Imagine if I'd been saying that in the second group game. If you bet on that, you'd probably be a millionaire right now. The odds on that would have been an absolute joke. Sweden, though, threatening Germany today. There's got to be some big sort of moves in the German camp. I think they need to develop something, develop a different system. 3-man midfield has got to be. We said that in the first game of the group. Still saying in the second. There's just no control. Ilkay Gundogan and Kroos would be good in the midfield. If they had Kimmich behind them, they had Jonas Hector behind them, they had a DM behind them, even a Mats Hummels. When's the next stream? James MUFC. Cam, when's the next stream? Monday? Believe so. Is it Brazil, I think? I think Brazil, Serbia. I think is maybe the next one. That's going to be sick. That's going to be a lot of fun, guys. Again, both need to win to go through. Of course, if it's like a knockout, basically. If Serbia win, they'll go through. Again, losing to Switzerland 2-1. That was a good game, that. Another good game in the World Cup. Been a very good World Cup so far. But Sweden defending their own half. I'd arguably say for Sweden, get on the ball. Got an extra man now. Get on the ball. Maybe switch to a 3-man midfield. Bring on a midfielder. Julian Brandt coming on from the Germans for Jonas Hector. Joachim Low has lost it. Denmark-France on Tuesday is what we're going for, so that's going to be an exciting game. Julian Brandt has just come on. He has 2 defenders on the pitch. One of them is a central midfielder as well. Like Joshua Kimmich is not a defender's defender, but all they have is Rudiger on the pitch. Joachim Low, you have lost the plot, buddy. They have Julian Brandt here, though. Left-hand side, ball inside to Rudiger. Just seems like he's going for it. Fair play if this... Oh my God, Julian Brandt has literally just fallen over. He has literally just fallen over, though he does have possession back. Kroos, left-hand side. What can he do? Lovely little ball back here. Gundogan back to Rudiger. Rudiger looking to play the ball to Joshua Kimmich. It's almost a back one. We have a back one for Germany at the moment. We have inverted the pyramid. Absolute madness from Joachim. Will it come off, though? Again, if they even score a goal, they're going to have to try and hang on and sit back. Drilled ball into the box, defended at the near post by Grangfist, who's had a very good game in a defensive sense for Sweden. Kroos, ball into the box, header. Oh, what a save from the keeper! Mario Gomez, we were about to hit the button. That would have been beautiful. A fantastic header on goal. Good ball in from Toni Kroos. Lovely whipped that ball in from the left-hand side. Again, playing him in a free midfield. If he's in that position, doesn't matter. At the moment, it's crazy. Two in midfield, both the centre mids are like up the pitch. So much counter-attacking potential here for Sweden, who still have two strikers on the pitch. Crazy tactics. Absolutely great save there. A little bit of a TV save, but a good save nonetheless. Got to give credit for that. De Gea-esque coming in from Dom. That was close. Gomez close. Oh my God, that save. Regan saying a late Swedish goal coming in. That is going to happen. Is that going to happen? I could just feel it. Like it's too much. Joachim Low has bottled it again. It's a bottle job. He's too busy scratching his... You know, we're not going to mention that word on this stream. Family-friendly stream and all. Sweden, though, putting in a performance. Again, they've obviously still got a big chance of going through, having won their first game. 4 points on the board. Germany have got it all to do in their last game against Nigeria. They'll need some help. They will need some help, though, to go through. It's kind of going off. It's all going off in, of course, the studio today, guys. 3 forwards there for Sweden on the counter. Germany do recycle possession. Ilkay Gundogan on the ball. What's he going to do? Forward to Toni Kroos. Kroos out wide to Julian Brandt. Julian Brandt, 1v1, onto his right foot. Again, it's just so frustrating. So frustrating, that change. The best man, being moved out there, it's just a bit stupid. You had Timo Werner in that wide position. He was doing really, really well. It was almost like the change wasn't necessary. Like the play was good and it was coming. We're seeing a switch for Sweden. Marcus Berg coming off the pitch for number 22. We can have a quick look and see who that is before he comes on. Number 22, Isaac Thurlin. Coming on for Sweden. Maybe he's going to the three-man midfield and looking for that 4-5-1 break. That's what I would do. You know, then you're in a position where you've got two wingers that can break. You've got to send forward up there. You can press centrally in midfield. You've got an extra man in there. That's what I'd do if I was Swedish coach right now. What do you guys do? Get into the comments. Would you go absolutely for it? What would you do? Who will play instead of Boateng in the final game, Dave? That question comes in from Cam. I think I'd go with Niklas Süle. I think he looks like he's a little bit more in form right now. Again, I thought Hummels was quite poor in that first game. He lost the ball twice in really dangerous situations. So, again, the options that we have would be either Niklas Süle, Ginter would be an option, I wouldn't say that, Niklas Süle, or of course Mats Hummels. So I would go with, of course, the main man, Niklas Süle, Julian Nagelsmann's prodigy, who will be joining RB Leipzig next in the 2018-19 season. Apologies for that information before. Germany, though, building up, right-hand side once again. Ball, is it coming into the box? Too many touches here on the wing, too sloppy. We might as well have Julian Draxler on the pitch. So easy to defend against. I do believe that was Julian Brandt. Poor. Sweden, though, on the counter-attack here. That was such a crucial challenge there. So crucial from Rudy. If he'd lost that 1v1 there, they were in. They were pretty much in. It's all about control in football at the moment. And Germany just have no control. Absolutely rubbish. Not good at all, guys. Not good. Am I with the Geordie tomorrow? I'm on the True Geordie stream for the England game, so make sure you go and check that out on the True Geordie stream. Kick off, of course, at 1 o'clock. I think we were going live at about 12:30, I do believe. James MUFC, not long until you're 50k. Yeah, again, thanks for subscribing, guys. Thanks for being involved. It's been great to build this little community in the World Cup so far. Really appreciate you guys coming down and be involved here. But we have a low cross in there for Timo Werner. Again, been the best player of the second half for me for Germany. Really important how... the next German game, go with the 4-3-3, Werner as a left winger. That's going to be massive. But Germany here, Werner, edge of the area. It is Ilkay Gundogan. Julian Brandt, shot on goal. Oh, he's in the post again! Werner over from about 12 yards, about 2 yards. That's the second time that Julian Brandt has hit the post or hit the woodwork at the back end of a game. That was one hell of a strike. sets himself up perfectly with his, I think his right foot, then volley with his left foot. Great technique from the young German attacking midfielder. That was so lucky. Hit the post. Wow. What a game we have. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. All the oh my Gods in the comments, guys. Appreciate the comments, guys. Oh, but spoiler alert or what? Dano, and I apologise as well. This is kind of the problem with streaming ITV or the BBC. They're slightly behind other people's commentary, guys. Yeah, Julian Brandt did the same in the Mexico game. Yeah, hit the post. Sweden on the break. Oh my God, they've got a chance here to win the game. Oh, he's just hit it over. Emil Forsberg just had the chance to knock Germany out the World Cup, and he's fired over from about 12 yards. The brilliant break from Sweden again. Forsberg moving from the left wing, getting into the penalty area. This is the problem with Joachim Low going all in now. He doesn't need to go all in. They can still go through. In the last group game, of course, it could be out of their hands. But the big thing with that is that they could be out. If Sweden score a goal, they're out. Playing with fire. Again, football is about control. You're not controlling anything right now. Ilkay Gundogan in the final third. Germany again piling on the pressure. Gundogan edge of the area. Again, I don't want to see my central midfielder here. Just taking too many touches. Too slow. One touch, Kroos. Play it out. Two touch. There, that's better. Ball over the top. Oh, Werner's tried to volley it. No, not Werner, sorry. Marco Reus tried to volley it. Cross goal. Completely got that one wrong. We have got about 2 minutes left of this game, guys. We will be doing a live analysis after this. We're going to be cutting this stream. We'll be dropping 3 talking points at about 5 minutes after the game, guys. The stream is scheduled for 9 o'clock, guys. 9 o'clock GMT. We're going to go live again. We're going to do tactical analysis of this game because it's been an absolute corker. Well, football's great, isn't it? You expect Germany to just stroll through this group, and an easy group. We've seen some great counter-attacking performances from Mexico, from Sweden. Germany just looks so susceptible. Here we have, though, Sweden through again. Shot comes in. Poor shot from Gudetti. Again, there was an option for Forsberg to play it there. Germany going down the other end of the pitch. In the centre of the pitch here. Ilkay Gundogan again, 2 touch, a little bit better there. Moving a bit quicker. Kroos carries over halfway. Left-hand side of the pitch. Ball up. To the main man, Timo Werner, left-hand side. He's done so well hitting the byline. Again, goes to the byline. That's a terrible tackle there. Wins a fantastic free kick. Timo Werner. He's come onto the world stage. We are seeing the Timo Werner that I've loved to watch after the last 2 seasons. This is it. Set piece, 94th minute. I am not looking at the comments right now. I do not want to see what's happening here. I want a surprise. I want to enjoy this moment. This could be it for Germany. This would put them back into contention to win the World Cup. This will be a big, big statement. They've played poorly, but they've figured out some stuff. Werner, of course, Mario Gomez. Yes, he missed some opportunities. Maybe that could be something that he can get better. They look like they're going to take a short corner. Cut in here. Shot on goal. Oh! What a goal! He's turned up. We've seen some poor play from Toni Kroos so far in the World Cup, but that was one hell of a goal. Short free kick, edge of the area, little layoff to Marco Reus, curls it in. The Swedish coach is absolutely gutted. Germany have done it. Joachim Low absolutely shake the dice, throw it out, and that is a fantastic comeback. But credit to Timo Werner. So important to this comeback. Timo Werner being direct on the left wing, playing like a classic winger. It's almost like he should have taken Leroy Sané, Joachim Low. But anyway, that was an unbelievable finish from, of course, Toni Kroos. What a goal. But now they've probably got about 30 seconds to defend. Oh, the technique on that was absolutely perfect. He could not have hit that better. Keeper can't do anything about that. Whipped out, whipped in. What a goal. Again, keeper's probably expecting him crossing that. Sweden. You've defended so well for 95 minutes, but you didn't close that down. Sebastian Larsson, what are you doing, lad? Unbelievable, guys. I've just gone off. Kroos is back to the best midfielder in the world, guys. Dave, don't look at the comments. Dave, don't look at the comments. I didn't look at the comments, guys. We got the reaction. Sweden, though, chucking it all up here. They've got a free kick. Oh, my God. The drama. The absolute drama. Germany have one defender on the pitch. The throw-in. Oh, it was on a free kick. It was a throw-in. Tackle by Germany. That's got to be it. Is it over? It's a yellow card for Sebastian Larsson. Again, Sebastian Larsson, what are you doing? Germany, though, big statement. To play so badly in the first 2 games, but come away with 3 points. Fair play. Again, Kroos, not had the best game in the world, but that was a moment. Need the big players to come up. Need the big players to come up clutch, and that was an absolutely fantastic goal by Toni Kroos. Again, we've seen it. Absolutely unbelievable. Fantastic stuff. I've got Kroos on my fantasy team from Dr. Trolley. WTF just happened? I do not know, guys. Stupid foul. But again, it was good running from, of course, Timo Werner. You've got to give Joachim credit for that he's put Timo Werner out onto that left wing in that second half, guys. We're going to be going live. It's over. Game, set, match. Toni Kroos, what an absolute moment. That is why he's the best central midfielder in world football. Have a bad game, but come up with a massive moment that's kept Germany in the World Cup. The world champions are still here. Guys, we are going to be going live on my YouTube channel for some tactical analysis at 9 o'clock in 4 minutes time. So stay tuned to that, guys. Cameron, I hope you've read the description, because if you haven't, we're going to have words. But guys, that has been the Statman Dave live show today. What a game we had. It's been won by Toni Kroos. We're going to be going live in, of course, at 9 o'clock for the tactical analysis of this game. So stay tuned to that, guys. Statman Dave over and out. See you guys later. Cam, DJ, hit the M button.